is just about that time. The two teams at midfield getting set for our opening kickoff. Coin toss taking place. You can see the captains at midfield on J98 Web TV at mymoinfo.com. We have the Thayer Bobcats, the home team, coming in at 10-1. They'll be wearing the green uniforms. They have white trim on the pants, green helmets, white stripe with a white T on the side, and white numbers today. Valle Catholic in their road whites, wearing the blue trim, blue numbering, the white helmets with the blue stripes, and a beautiful day for football. Absolutely gorgeous. About 62 degrees, crystal clear skies. I don't think we could have ordered better weather, especially compared to last year. Teams playing at this point in the year, it was about 5 degrees, and that's not an exaggeration. So you see two teams taking sides. We'll see Valle Catholic open this contest with the football, and as I describe the action to you today, and as you see it on your screen, Valle Catholic will be working from right to left. And we'll get our first look at this vaunted Valle Catholic offense in 2015, led by their phenomenal signal caller. It was All-State last year. That's Connor Bosler, his senior campaign. Connor just recently committing to play baseball at Southeast Missouri State, so definitely a next-level kind of athlete. Could definitely play football at the next level, but the story we ran this past week on J98, Bosler says his first love just happens to be baseball. Well, he's pretty darn good at football, too. I mean, he's going to put up some astronomical numbers this season. He's setting records all throughout Class 1. He has just about every passing statistical record in the state championship game. And we're going to get our first look at Valle. Valle already out ready, lined up. And as I mentioned, they'll be working from right to left in the whites. And definitely, if you're hearing us today and you want to watch this game, you sure can tune into J98 Web TV at mymoinfo.com. Down to 10 seconds on the clock before Thayer comes out of their huddle, and we'll get things started. We are in Thayer, Missouri, as Valle Catholic is about to meet up with the Thayer Bobcats. Their first meeting since 2013. It was a Valle Catholic home victory in 2013 in the state playoffs, 34-12. And Thayer played them pretty tough in the first half of that game in 2013. But that was a different Valle Catholic football team. A lot of people think this may be one of the better Valle groups that's come through in school history, and they definitely have the numbers to back that up. Back-to-back 15-0 seasons, and they're 12-0 coming into this contest against Thayer. Valle led by Connor Bosler at quarterback. On the flip side of that, it's Aiden Henry who will lead the Thayer Bobcats offense. But first and foremost, we're going to see special teams as this contest gets underway. The ball lined at the 40, and the kick is up. And it is a short kick. It's going to take a hop and be fielded on the near side, and squirting through the hole after a short return is Tristan Rollhouse, the junior for the Valle Catholic Warriors, fielding that kick. And Valle Catholic is going to bring their offense out for the first time on a Saturday afternoon in the state playoffs, as these games shift to Saturday for the rest of the way as we lead up to everybody trying to make their way back to the dome. So first and 10, ball on the 27, and here come the Warriors. Two receivers split left, single receiver to the far side with Bosler lined up in shotgun, one in the backfield on his left hip. And the hard count up front, and it looks like Thayer believes that Valle moved early. I have no signal yet. Now the official does say it was early movement up front by the Valle Catholic Warriors. So they'll back up 5. It'll make it 1st and 15, and we'll try this again. So again, we'll say with that same formation, 2 split left, single receiver to the right, and one in the backfield on Bosler's left hip. He comes up throwing. It's bobbled, and it's picked off on the first pass of the game, and Thayer picks it off on the very first pass attempt. That was Simon Langley catching the tip drill, and Bosler's first pass is an INT. So a penalty to open the game and a turnover just like that, and Thayer has great starting field position to come out into this contest. Exactly what you need if you're the Bobcats.
18-yard line, 1st and 10.
Sometimes the ball bounces your way and sometimes it doesn't. For Thayer, 12 seconds in, and you've already taken the ball away from Valle. Here comes Thayer. Kafka Bo Kafka spreads left. Single receiver to the near side. No, the near side is Kafka. Now they have motion. Henry with a handoff going around the outside edge and tiptoeing down the sideline
Number 27 on the
is
carry.
Braden Pender. Braden Pender, the feature back for the Thayer Bobcats. Pender wears number 27, a 6'1", 185 senior for the Thayer Bobcats.
Tristan Huck.
And it was a 1st and 10 from the 18 after the interception by Langley. So with 11:44, Thayer has already taken the ball away from Valle and has moved deep into Warrior territory, down inside the red zone. Here's the snap. Henry's going to hand it off. Looks like a similar play. Pender going around the outside edge. And the ball is out. And just like that, are they going to say that he was down? We'll wait for the white hat to come over, and Valle Catholic takes it right back. So just like that, we'll exchange turnovers, and Valle Catholic, after making an early mistake, is able to get out of it unscathed. For Thayer, that was your chance to get up early and get points on the board. The ball coughed up by Pender at the end of the run. And a turnover inside the red zone. So Valle now has to come out deep in their own territory, in the shadow of their own goalpost. That would be the case if it wasn't high noon. Bosler standing in shotgun. We have a whistle come in prior to the play. A little round of applause from the Thayer faithful. Another penalty. So short distance anyway. They're going to cut that in half. And now Valle lined up inside their own 10. 3 receivers spread right. It looks like Bosler will line up in shotgun. He'll have Tristan Hook in the backfield with him, offset right, lined up on the near hash, trips over to the wide side on the far side of the field. And a ball on the 3. 1st and 10 from the 3. It off. Can he get out of the end zone? It's going to be close.
And a handoff over the left side.
It looks like just barely escaping the end zone.
No gain on the play.
They're going to call it no gain, so we'll go 2nd and 10 from the 3.
Number 49, Tristan Huck.
And Huck with no gain. Now 2nd and 12 after the penalty from the 3. Not even a minute off the first quarter clock. This game is already interesting. Twins right. Single receiver to the near side. Bracketed over to the near side. Now Kafka steps inside. Looks like he's going to blitz. Oh, he's going to drop back into coverage. And Bosler rolls to the far side. Comes up throwing. Finds a receiver. Shakes. Cover inside. And it's caught. And nearly, it looks like they may have picked up the first down despite suffering the penalty and the gain. The no gain on the carry. Bosler
Tackle by number 27, Brady.
comes up gunning over the middle and finds Garrett Jagers. And they are real close to, if not, picking up a first down. They move the sticks. It's now 1st and 10. And Valle gets a big break after having the ball on their own 3. So the Warriors and the Bobcats each with a turnover so far. Still scoreless and only 1:20 off the clock. Bosler in shotgun motion from far side to near side. Twins to the near side. Bosler's going to tuck it and keep it himself. He stumbles. He cuts. And he's finally going to be brought down. I don't know if he slipped. It's a grass field here at Thayer. Very dry conditions. So you shouldn't see too much slipping and sliding, but maybe a little bit of a footing issue there for Bosler trying to come through the hole. Receivers everywhere for Valle. Cole Wood spread to the far side. You have Jagers and Drury to the near side. Hook offset left in the backfield. And Bosler has a lot of time. He pumps. He's coming to the near side. Has to get rid of it. Throws back across his body. Finds Jagers. And I think they're going to pick up another first down. Phenomenal pitch and catch. Again, looking for Jagers. Jagers saw the play break down. Bosler had all the time in the world. Could have cooked dinner, ate it, and washed dishes back there before getting rid of the football. And Jagers able to break off the route. Turns into a schoolyard pickup. And now it's 1st and 10 all over again for Valle Catholic. Again, motion from the near side to the far side. Trips end up on the right side. Bosler takes the snap, throws downfield, and it's caught by Jagers. He tiptoes down the sideline, and it looks like he's going to pick up another first down. Let's see where they spot it. But Jagers on fire. 3 receptions just like that. So after the very first pass attempt from Bosler was intercepted, he finds Jagers on 3 straight attempts. Ball up to the 44 now. And things getting interesting here. Bosler takes the snap, hands off, Hook going up the middle. And just a short pickup there.
And give up the middle.
Valle Catholic's offense. After that very first mistake, I imagine they're going to clean things up. We're going to see that well-oiled Warrior offense the rest of the way, but you never know. We're still scoreless. We've already seen 2 turnovers. So this game's got a lot packed into it in a very short period of time. 2nd and 7 from the 44. Valle still in their own territory after starting a drive on the 3. Twins to the far side, single to the near side. Bosler takes the snap, comes up gunning, and looking for Cole Wood. The pass falls incomplete.
Cole Wood brings up the 3rd down.
So Bosler 3 of 5 with an interception. All 3 of his completions have been to Jagers. 3rd and 7 now. Ball on the 46 in Valle's territory. Bosler lines up in shotgun. Hook offset left. Twins to the near side. Twins to the far side. A 4-receiver set. A receiver open on the near side. Coverage closes in on it. Bosler scrambling around in the back. He finally finds some space to set his feet. Comes up throwing over the middle. And it's tipped and dropped by Cole Wood. Would have been a difficult catch for Wood. And maybe even more of a difficult throw for Bosler to get it on point. But the ball falls incomplete, so it brings up 4th and 7 from the 46. And Valle coming back out on 4th down. Looks like they're going to have the punt team come on out. Bosler back as the kicker, only about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to back up an extra 5. Here's the snap. The kick gets away cleanly. It's a high kick. It's not going to travel too far. He shanked that one off to the right side. And this ball is spotted at the Thayer 38. So all in total, a 16-yard punt off the foot of Connor Bosler. So after turning the ball over on their first drive, they end up having to punt after starting on their own 3-yard line. On the flip side of that, after Thayer forces the early turnover, unable to capitalize and punch it in, they turn the ball over themselves. So we're going to get another look at the Thayer Bobcat offense as they come out for the second time. And Thayer led by Aiden Henry and Braden Pinder, a dynamic duo. Henry, the quarterback, under center. He's going to pitch, coming to the near side, inside the right tackle. Nowhere to go that time. The Valle Catholic defense showing gap discipline as they went back to Pinder.
He makes the tackle for the Warriors. Cole Keeley.
Pinder gains 2. He had the fumble inside the red zone on the last drive. That's what set Valle up on the 3 before they had to punt. 8:22 still on our first quarter clock, and we are still scoreless. Thayer faces a 2nd and 9 from their own 46. Henry under center. He's got a receiver on either side. Pinder in motion. They fake the handoff to Pinder, going right up the middle. And it looks like another short gain for Pinder. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. 3rd and 7 after the spot. So Thayer now has to avoid a 3-and-out. And if you have the punt from here, Valle's going to have the field position battle in their favor. The Valle Catholic faithful traveled well, chanting defense in front of us. Thayer facing 3rd and 7 from their own 47. Motion is Pinder from the wing. They're going to hand it off. Oh, the handoff is faked. Henry looking downfield. He has a man there. He's throwing, and it's off the hands and dropped. Looking for Bo Kafka. Throw just a little bit high, but definitely had Kafka there. The ball falls to the, almost said the turf. You get so used to that playing on a grass field here today in Thayer, Missouri. So with 7:29, it'll be a 4th and 7 from the 47, and Thayer will be forced to punt. Thayer goes with what you see a lot at the high school level, the offensive line and punter slash kicker, and it is away, and it is a boomer. It is a deep one. They're going to let it hop. And it's going to be fielded deep in the other zone. Looks like they're going to have it just about at the 10-yard line. So a great punt that time for the Thayer Bobcats. Will pin Valle pretty deep in their own territory. I want you to know that our game today is brought to you by Marzuko Electric in St. Genevieve, the St. Genevieve Care Center, and Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve. As we're broadcasting from Thayer, Missouri, for the Missouri Class 1 high school football playoffs, and Valle Catholic trying to advance on and keep their tradition and undefeated streak rolling. Valle now with a 1st and 10 from the 13. Bosler in the backfield with Hook. He's going to take the snap, hand it off the Hook, come right up through the middle. And a big gain that time up there for the middle for Tristan Hook. Those Valley's offense is picking up yards, but have yet to crack into Bobcat territory. Second down inside of 7 minutes in the first quarter. Bosler takes a snap. They're going to hand it off again, going right back up the middle. Not a lot there, but enough. Let's see if they're going to spot it for the first.
Again, the ball
Tough to tell with the condition of the field. It's a natural grass field, a little bit dry conditions leading up to the game in Thayer, Missouri. And after they talk about it for a few seconds, they're going to go ahead and move that and say that is a first down. They needed just a couple to get there and ended up picking them up. So a 7 and a 3. So it's 3 carries, 10 yards for Hook. Inside of 7 minutes, 1st and 10 from the 21. Valley in their own territory. Bosler back in shotgun, trips to the near side. And Hook in the backfield. 1 clap, 2 clap. There's the snap. It was on 2. He's going to tuck it out. The option. It's Bosler on the move. And Bosler looks like he picked up a first down on that play. So back-to-back first downs. And Connor Bosler picks up 11. So Bosler a couple of runs so far.
36, maybe 37.
And after the first down, Valley up to about the 36. 1st and 10. It's a shotgun snap to Bosler, looking to throw. He pumps. It was a pump and go. He's got Jagers. Can he get the ball there? And Jagers comes up with an amazing catch. Garrett Jagers catches it at the 20-yard line. A phenomenal throw by Connor Bosler. The pump and go to Garrett Jagers. And just like that, Valle Catholic deep in Bobcat territory. A phenomenal pitch and catch for 43 yards, and nearly every bit of it through the air. That's the 4th catch for Garrett Jagers. 43, 2 11s, and a 2. And Valle already lined up with trips to the left. Bosler's going to call his own number, run up through the middle, and punch his way down into the 10-yard line. And just a couple of plays in. No, they say he fumbled it at the end of the play, and the Bobcats have the football. So just like that, another takeaway for the Thayer Bobcats. And Valley believes that Bosler was down. The official came up pretty quick with the call. The Boo Birds come out for all the fans in blue. So after another turnover, Thayer now finds themselves in a similar situation to what Valley found themselves in after the turnover by Thayer. Now deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 from the 10. And Henry's going to go back under center. Pender in the backfield. Here's the snap, the handoff. Pender trying to go up the middle, and there's no room there. The Valley front line able to close quickly.
Pender gain of about 3, a long 3, brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down and about 7 from the 12-yard line. So Thayer definitely needs to move the offense and avoid the 3 and out like the last series. Henry goes back under center, split backs behind him. Kafka spread onto the near side, single receiver on the far side. Henry's going to call his own number and get not much further than Pender did on the previous play, but it'll make it 3rd and manageable, at least for the Bobcats. Henry calling his own number for the first time this afternoon. Just about 5 minutes to go in our opening quarter, still scoreless. I thought we might see somewhat of a shootout with the numbers these teams have put up. And now the Valley crowd trying to make some noise as the Thayer offense is out on the field. Henry's going to go back under center on 3rd and down. And it looks like we're going to have our first timeout. And we sure will. With 4:51 on the first quarter clock, the Thayer Bobcats will face a 3rd and 3 following this timeout. So we'll step aside for 1 minute on the boot.
Football fans, Show Me Bowl 2015 will be held November 27th and 28th.
We have a quick score update before we do step aside, and we have another game on KREI today with the Central Rebels squaring off once again with John Burroughs, and an update coming in from there. It's already 7-0 Burroughs, but I imagine their game's going about the same speed as ours. So about probably midway first quarter, John Burroughs takes the lead, 7-0 on the Central Rebels. So the Thayer Bobcats with 4:51 on the first quarter clock will be facing a 3rd and 3 after forcing their 2nd turnover of the game. They started off, Valle started off throwing an interception on the very first play. We've gone in between the 10s, I guess you could say, since then. And Valle, after a 43-yard pass from Bosler to Jagers and a good run from Bosler, he fumbled at the end of it, and the Bobcats came up with it. Coach Weber, Billy Weber for the Thayer Bobcats, was in the huddle with his team at about the 10-yard line, middle of the field. He comes out now. The Bobcats spread out. Play clock starts to run out, down to 20. Henry's going to go under center. Single receiver on either side with the eye behind him. A long time. Now he's going to ask for motion. And they're going to hand it off to Pender. He's going to split through the middle and get stood up. Valle Catholic's defense not allowing the run game to be established by these Thayer Bobcats. And they definitely spread the ball out pretty evenly on the offensive side. If they have to pass, they can. If they have to run, they can. But you have to do that against Valle Catholic for 4 quarters. Unfortunately, not able to do so here as Pender has stood up, and they're going to fake it. And it's a pitch back to the quarterback, and he throws it out to the near sideline to Kafka, and they're going to pick up the first down, a big chunk of yards on a fake punt by the Thayer Bobcats from their own red zone. Wow, what a call. Coach Weber go ahead and pull the trigger on the fake, and Henry throws it out to Kafka from their own 10, coming all the way up to near midfield at about the 46. So a 36-yard pickup on the fake punt. A wild kind of call, but it paid off that time, and now here it's 1st and 10 from their own 46. Henry takes the snap, pressure quick, has to get rid of it, fires over the middle, and the pass skips off the grass and falls incomplete. Nearly able to pull it in on a slide was Tucker Hargrove. It was through double coverage, so really nowhere for Henry to throw it but low, and just not enough of a window to find the intended receiver. So Henry is now 1 of 3, and the one kind of on that fake punt just a moment ago. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 46. Henry with split backs behind him. Those trips backs behind him. An interesting formation. They go to Pender around the right side, and just not much there. The Valle Catholic defense hanging tough. Valle's only allowed 6.6 points per game this season.
Right about the 49, ended up the 3rd down.
So tough sledding for any offense against the Valle defense, not to mention their offense averages 63 per game. So being that efficient on both sides of the ball, you nearly have to play flawless against the Warriors. 3rd and 7, another 3rd down situation for Thayer. 3 in the backfield, running a tight jumbo. Henry under center. The delayed handoff, it's the veer, just like the Hillsboro Hawks run. Pender to the right side. He's going to be close to the marker, but looks like maybe just short. And he will be about 1.5 yards short of that. So Pender picks up 6. And again, another 4th down situation, 4th and 2, with the ball right at midfield. About 1.5 yards away from the first down marker, and the punter is actually out on the field. They run that same formation they ran the fake out of. I don't think they'll try it twice, and they will not. The punt will get away cleanly, and it'll take a Valle bounce before trickling out of bounds on the far side. Another update, John Burroughs now up 14-0 over the Central Rebels.
Number 46, William Tillman.
It must seem like deja vu for the Central Rebels, with John Burroughs up to a quick 14-0 lead. We're still scoreless from Thayer, Missouri, as both teams have traded a couple of turnovers. 2 turnovers against the Warriors, 1 turnover against the Bobcats, and a handful of punts in between. So Valle spreads out with 1st and 10 on their own 14. Twins to the near side of the field. That's the wide side. Twins to the far side. It doesn't matter. They're going to hand it off and split through up the middle. And a good run up the middle. Again, Valle Catholic efficient, whether they want to run the ball or whether they want to throw the ball. That time they decide to go to Nick Oberly, and he pounds it up in between the tackles for a 7-yard pickup.
They make it long, too. 2nd down.
So 2nd down now, and again 4 wide. Valle takes the snap. Bosler throws. It's tipped and then caught anyway. Tipped right into the hands of Cole Wood. So after not catching a break on a bounce early in this game, Bosler catches a pretty solid break right there. Tipped right in front of the intended receiver, and it deflected right back to Cole Wood. And quickly, Valle moves up to the 40. So 1st and 10 from about the 37. Bosler and Valle working quickly again. He throws over to the near side, and it's going to be pulled in to Oberly. Oberly tripped up, stays on his feet, it's hit, and the ball comes out again. And I think the Bobcats have come up with it again. The 3rd turnover by Valle Catholic in the first 9 minutes. Another Valle turnover.
Number 9 comes in and squirts that ball away.
It was Oberly that pulled it in. Broke one tackle and had to put a hand in the grass to catch his balance, and as he did, somebody punched that ball out, and the Bobcats take over. A lot of turnovers early in this game, uncharacteristic turnovers. And Thayer finds themselves with the offense back out. And essentially right where they punted from. 1st and 10 from the 43. Henry with an empty backfield. Now Pender across the formation in motion. They hand it off to Pender. He's looking for the edge, and there is no edge to find against the Valle defense so far today. They're going to stay with it as long as you keep pounding that football. Maybe you can hope that the secondary draws up and tries to load the box. You can go up and over the top. We saw something along those lines work with the fake punt. So after the short pickup by Pender, 3 yards for Pender. Makes it 2nd and 7 from the 45. Henry goes back under center. He'll have 1 in the backfield, 3 off to the left. Pender in motion across the formation, and just tucking it and running it and lunging forward is Henry, and he's going to be close to the marker, but looks like about a yard short.
52.
So a 7-yard pickup for the Thayer Bobcat quarterback. It's Aiden Henry. And Henry has this team close to a first down with a 3rd and 2, just short, just across midfield rather, in plus territory. Now at the 49, so just barely on the Valle side of the field. But with a 3rd and manageable. Kafka spreads to the near side of the formation. 3 tight in the backfield with Henry under center. And the ball pops out on the exchange, and they're not going to convert on the 3rd and short. The shortest 3rd down situation Thayer has faced so far in the first quarter. Not able to convert, so they face a 4th down. Thayer has forced 3 turnovers and is unable to convert any of the 3 into points so far. Watching out for any fakes once again. 4th and 6 from the 47. And back to the punter, and it's bobbled. It pops out, and the Warriors have come up with the football after the snap bounced off the kicker's hands. He tried to recover it and bobbled it forward, and Valle falls on it. So this game is full of turnovers, 5 turnovers through the first quarter, and we still have about 2 minutes to play. 5 turnovers in 2 minutes. Astronomical. And just like that, Valle finds themselves right back in Thayer territory with 1:48 to go in the first quarter. 3 turnovers so far, very uncharacteristic for Valle. Bosler lines up in shotgun, empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the near side. Bosler looking to the near side of the field, fires over the middle, and was looking for the intended receiver, Tristan Rollhouse. Rollhouse didn't know it was coming and hit him right in the number 4 on his chest. Bosler, I didn't think there was a chance of him getting that throw across the middle. Man, he's got a cannon. Twins to the near side, again trips right, empty backfield, 2nd and 10 from the 43. Bosler on 1 clap that time, going to call his own number, go up through the middle, and pick up a couple of yards. About 4 yards for Connor Bosler on the carry.
Connor Bosler.
And the clock will continue to run. About 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. It'll bring up.
Yeah, it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and about 6. Valle already set. Empty backfield. 5 wide. Trips to the far side. A quick hard count from Bosler. Now they check the play on the side. Still looking at the sideline. 10 on the play clock. Now they're set. 1 clap from Bosler. It goes on 2. Here he is. Chopping the feet in the backfield. A lot of time. Now here comes the pressure from the Bobcats. And Bosler's going to be brought down on 3rd and 6 with a monster loss. And the Thayer Bobcats come up with a big 3rd down stop themselves. The first person there and the only person there, Matt Griffith, the 6', 185-pound linebacker. He's a senior for the Thayer Bobcats and gets in the backfield and tracks down Bosler and brings him down for a big loss. So it's going to be 4th and a long way to go for the Warriors. And Thayer doesn't have a return man back just yet. It's 4th and 20. Now back on the Valle 48. Personnel changes all over on both sides. Now a return man goes back to about the 20 for the Bobcats. The punt gets away cleanly. Low, end over end. Takes the Valle hop. Fielded at the 18. Reverse, cut back to the near side. Still on his feet. Reversing back the other way. Runs into his own guys, and he's going to be brought down after a 3-yard return. And the Thayer Bobcats will come and bring the offense out on the 21. 1 minute left in the first quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 48 for the Thayer Bobcats and 30 seconds on the boot.
Passed from one generation to the next, it's shopping at Megasports. It's become a Parkland tradition. For over 20 years, Megasports has provided Southeast Missouri a business that is family-owned and offers top-notch names in athletic apparel and equipment. Under Armour, Mizuno, Nike, Rawlings, along with unmatched customer service. Megasports offers team discounts and is honored to support and supply all local school athletic programs. In the field or on the field, it's Megasports in Farmington's Maple Valley Shopping Center.
We step back in with 56.3 left to go in the first quarter, and after that last play came to a conclusion, the punt return for Thayer, a Valle Catholic Warrior stayed down on the field at about the 20, and I do believe it is number 35, if I can get a clean look at it. Yes, it is, and that is the senior wide receiver and defensive back Nick Oberle for the Valle Catholic Warriors. So we're going to step aside, have an injury timeout. 56.3 to go in the first quarter, still scoreless. It's J98 the boot.
Frank's on the line from Blackwell Motors in Bonne Terre. And Frank, I know for a fact on a great day like this, you're ready to deal with the folks, aren't you?
You betcha. I tell you what, we're having a deal today. Save $1 on a truck today. Largest selection of trucks we've had in years. Prices are second to none, folks. They're priced right. Top dollar paid for trade-ins. And we're also spotlighting a few trucks. Miss Mary's got interest rates down around 1.99. You know, easy financing and as little as zero down. Yes, that's right. As little as zero down. And all you deer hunters out there, come by and enter our biggest buck contest. $200 to the winner. All others get their picture on our Facebook page with your trophy. And I would like for everybody to come in and see me, Frank Campbell, your friend in the car business, at 573-431-8599. And remember, customer care beyond compare, only at Blackwell Motors.
Motors. Customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Back after the injury timeout to a very unique formation here, and it looks like Bo Kafka is going to take the handoff and come around the near side.
Give the number 42, Bo Kafka.
And it was Bo Kafka coming to the near side. We stepped aside for a little bit longer there. It was Nick Oberle going down at the end of the play just a few moments ago. He was able to walk off under his own power. So we'll keep an eye out and see if he comes back to the game. About 30 seconds left in our opening quarter. We are tied at 0. 10 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and 10 from the 22 for the Thayer Bobcats. Henry's set to go back under center. He's got 2 on the wings, and they're going to hand it off to Kafka. He's going to go to the far side, cuts back inside, jumps, spins, and a helmet comes off at the end of the play.
Bo Kafka.
And Bo Kafka, a decent pickup on 2nd down, and that'll likely be the final play of our opening quarter, down to 7-6, and they'll go ahead and let this tick away. So if you would have told me this game would have been scoreless after 1 quarter of play, I would have thought no way that was possible with these two teams, but that's exactly what we've seen so far. We've seen 5 turnovers through 1 quarter of play. We've seen 3 from the Valle Warriors, 2 from the Thayer Bobcats, and we are tied at 0 after 12 minutes. We'll step aside for 1 minute and start the 2nd quarter of play with Thayer and Valle knotted at 0 on the boot.
Since Oaks Home Furnishings is in the beautiful town of St. Genevieve. With 40,000 square feet of fine furniture, they offer brands like Serta, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Oaks Home Furnishings wants to help you find the perfect furniture for your home, along with a great line of Whirlpool appliances. So shop around. Then go see Oaks, and you'll see there is truly no deal like a Chuck Oaks deal. 573-883-2821 or oakshomefurnishings.com. The professionals at Stoopy's Wrecker Service and Auto Sales in St. Genevieve are available when you need help. They've been serving the St. Genevieve area since 1968. Stoopy's Wrecker Service and Auto Sales, 24-hour emergency service with radio dispatch trucks with complete roadside assistance. At Stoopy's Wrecker Service and Auto Sales, you'll find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. For dependable 24-hour emergency assistance, call Stoopy's Wrecker Service and Auto Sales at 883-2391 or 883-3282.
We're back to start the second quarter of play with Thayer and Valle knotted at 0. Thayer opens the second quarter with a 3rd and 4 from their own 28. Have struggled on third down so far. And Valle thinks they see movement up front, all pointing, but nobody goes after it. The snap.
Bad exchange.
It was like a bad exchange for the Bobcats.
Covered the ball back up.
And able just to cover it up and avoid the turnover. And that'll bring up another 4th down for the Bobcats. The Bobcats have yet to capitalize on any of the Valle Catholic mistakes, and if Valle ever makes a mistake, you almost have to capitalize on it because you know eventually they're going to hit stride. So again, the punt team comes out for the Bobcats, and a whistle comes in prior to the kick. And looks like we'll back up.
Timeout.
No, we're going to have a timeout.
Valle Catholic.
So Valle calls the timeout with 11:29 in the second quarter. And the punt team on the field for the Bobcats. A 4th and 5 from the 27. We'll have a punt from the Bobcats in 30 seconds on the boot.
Sweet Things Sweet Shop for all your old-time candy and gifts. They carry novelty candies, delicious chocolates, and something for all ages. They're also ready for Christmas with great seasonal candy and gifts. Come in to Sweet Things Sweet Shop for their newly expanded selection of Jelly Bellies, Melissa and Doug toys and games, and other great home decor and gift items. Stop by for great deals on November 28th during Small Business Saturday. Market Street in historic downtown St. Genevieve and on Facebook, 883-7990.
After the Valle Catholic timeout, 4th and 5, and Thayer punts it away. Bosler back to field it. A nice punt. They have a fantastic punter to the Bobcats. And it trickles all the way out to the 30. So the Warriors will start on their own 30-yard line. When you have a punter like that, you don't really stress too much on the field position battles when he can kick about 50 yards. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Warriors. The ball on their own 30. We're still scoreless after 12 minutes of play. And this is a Valle team that puts up 63 per game and a Thayer team that puts up nearly 40 per game. But neither team can get the offense going. We'll see Valle, they've had quite a few mistakes to the first quarter. 4 receivers come to the near side, single to the far side, an empty backfield. Bosler, the shotgun snap, looking downfield, chops his feet, throws it over the middle, and it is complete downfield and shaking the tackler. And they say he was out of bounds just at about the 35-yard line. So a good catch. That was Cole Keeley. So Bosler spreading the love so far. And the ball all the way up to the 45. So a 20-yard pickup for Keeley. And again, the empty backfield. 4 to the near side, 4 wide right. Bosler, the shotgun snap, gunning over the middle again, just a little bit too low. Looking for Tristan Rollhouse. And some extracurriculars happening out. The Valle faithful traveling quite well to Thayer, Missouri, voicing their opinion. Valle nonetheless faces a 2nd and 10 from the 45 in the second quarter. Bosler's going to call his own number and be brought down in the backfield at a jump as his blocker was smeared to the grass. He goes to jump cut and caught in midair.
After that, 3rd down.
So the clock continues to run inside of 11 minutes. Now 10:55, and we have a player down on the field once again. It's a Valle Catholic Warrior down. I believe that's number 64, and that is Carl Loida. So as they tend to Loida at midfield, 10:55 to go in our second quarter. It'll be a 3rd and 12 when we step back into things in 30 seconds on the boot.
ProCare Automotive Repair in Bonne Terre, your local AAA-approved auto repair facility, is excited to announce that we now offer full-service maintenance and repairs on your hybrid vehicles. If you drive a Prius, Insight, Escape, or any other hybrid vehicle, we can maintain, service, and repair all parts and electrical systems for you. No need to make inconvenient trips to the dealer anymore. Bring it to ProCare Automotive Repair for fast, friendly, and professional service to your hybrid vehicle. ProCare Automotive Repair, repaired once, repaired right. 358-1112 or ProCareForYourCar.com.
Well, we have good news coming back from the break. The Valle Catholic player that was down was Carl Lloyd, able to get up and walk off the field under his own power.
Third down.
So 2 injuries that we'll have to keep an eye on for Valle Catholic. And after Bosler being brought down in the backfield, facing a 3rd and 12 from the Thayer 47, 3 to the near side, now in motion to the slot. Bosler takes the snap, gunning over the middle, a phenomenal throw, and he finds Garrett Jagers again. The safety blanket, Jagers going across the middle, goes and high points the football and pulls that one in, and Valle Catholic moves deep into Thayer territory. Again, Jagers finding just a spot in midfield where the defense is broken down and able to do something with it down to the 22. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Bosler takes the shotgun snap, fires over the middle, and it's caught again. It comes out at the end of the play, and are they going to say incomplete? They're going to say it was caught, and the receiver was down after the play. And that was Brendan Samples pulling that one in. And now the 4th different Warrior to make a catch so far in this game. Valle now deep. 1st and 10 from the 22. The snap, Bosler. He's going to hand it off, punching his way through the middle, shaking a tackler, staying on his feet, breaking 3 tackles to gain all of 3 yards. A nice, aggressive run right in between the tackles. And Valle looking a little bit like Valle here in quarter number 2. That was Cole Keeley going up the middle with Oberle going down a few series ago. Now Twins left, Twins right. Bosler, the shotgun snap, looking over the middle, chops his feet, reverses field. Now he's trying to turn in, and he throws across the middle, and it was tipped nearly, throwing a touchdown pass. Great defense back there. And again, Simon Langley playing out of his mind in the defensive backfield for the Thayer Bobcats so far. A couple of deflections, and he's already come up with an interception in this game as well. So after that, it'll be 3rd and 7 from the 7. Valle's lined up on the near side hash. They're working left to right in quarter 2. It's tripped right. Single receiver all by himself to the left is Rollhouse. Shotgun snap, Bosler looking to his right. Fires over the middle, looking for the intended receiver. A little bit behind him, and it's going to fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions for Connor Bosler. That time looking for Samples again. So it'll be 4th and 7. From the 7. And it looks like the offense will stay out. Trips off to the right. Jagers lined up in the right side slot. Bosler takes the snap, looking, throws over the middle, and it's picked off. It is picked off right at the line of scrimmage, and a great interception up front, and another turnover. A big-time takeaway right at the goal line. That was big number 30, Matt Griffith, coming up with a big play once again after coming up with a big sack on the last drive. Comes up with a takeaway and another Valle Catholic turnover, and we are still scoreless. A phenomenal defensive showcase so far between these two football teams. You have an extremely efficient offense in Valle Catholic, and it looks like the key may lie with the Thayer Bobcats. Still a lot of football left to play. 9:38 to go in the second quarter. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 28 for the Thayer Bobcats. QB1 under center, takes the snap, hands it off, and they go right up the middle.
Number 30, Matt Griffith.
So Henry takes the snap and goes right back to Griffith, going to the hot hand after the interception. Not much there up the middle so far in this game for the Thayer run game. Valle's been pretty tight up the middle. After the 3-yard pickup from Griffith, it'll be 2nd and 7. Thayer lined up on their own 32. 9:05 in the second quarter. Henry going to go under center, split backs behind him. A single receiver on either side. Kafka on the near side of the field. Henry takes the snap, trying to go around the outside edge, and just nothing there up front. Valle Catholic winning the battle in the trenches so far, and if it comes down to a defensive battle, it's going to come down to those trenches, and Valle has the upper hand there so far. Definitely in the yardage category, Valle Catholic is definitely out front of Thayer, but a lot of mistakes by Valle. 5 turnovers so far for the Warriors, and Thayer yet to capitalize on any of those, but has an opportunity to do so on this drive. They face now a 3rd and 5 from their own 34. Henry under center, 3 in the backfield behind him, shoulder to shoulder, and they're going to hand it off, coming to the near side. He's not going to be able to get to the marker, and will be brought down about 5 yards short of the first down, trying to go with a misdirection, and kind of like a four-man veer with everybody behind the quarterback rather than having 2 on the wings. Not able to get more than a yard on that play. Trying to go to Danny Gorham, and Gorham goes for 1 yard. Now 4th and 4, and Thayer will be forced to punt. The low snap, it gets away cleanly this time. It's going to take a big-time Thayer hop and trickle down inside the 30, and it'll stop at about the 27-yard line. So with 7:45 to go in the second quarter, we are still scoreless. And when we come back, the Valle Catholic offense will try to get on the board for the first time in this contest. We'll find out if they can in 30 seconds on the boot.
At Midwest Sports Center, we sell fun and make your outdoor living easy. Hi, I'm Josh Harris, owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Stop by and test drive a brand new Can-Am F3 Spider. Check out the new Polaris Slingshot. And if you've been thinking about a side-by-side, well, now's the time. Prices starting at $69.99. Kick it up a notch and give you and your family the ultimate fun at Midwest Sports Center. Located right next to Redfield Collision Center in Farmington. Like us on Facebook, shop us online, MidwestSportsCenter.com.
Bring you back with 7:40 to go in the first half of play. And Valle Catholic, after forcing Thayer to punt once again, starts a drive on their own 30. The first play, an option to the far side, going for 2 yards as Bosler pitched to Keeley. Now 2nd and 8 from the 29. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, and he was open, had to stumble, trying to shake the defender. Bosler's going to turn it upfield himself. After the play breaks down, Bosler able to pick up a good, decent chunk of yards. It'll make it 3rd and short.
42 makes the tackle for the Bobcats.
Bo Kafka on the finish. And Bosler, after a play broke down, made something out of nothing. And it's now 3rd and 4. Trips to the near side. Bosler in shotgun, offset right in the back. And here's the snap, the throw over the middle, and it's reeled in. Once again, a nice catch by the Valle Catholic receiving corps. And it's Cole Wood getting in on the action with that one. And Bosler, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different receivers he's hit so far in this game. Has thrown a couple of picks. He's lined up in shotgun, twins left, twins right. A lot of time, he throws over the middle, and the pass tipped at the line of scrimmage.
And the pass is incomplete.
It falls incomplete. Thayer has done a fantastic job defensively so far, forcing several turnovers, but unfortunately the offense hasn't been able to capitalize against a very stout Valle Catholic defense. Valle's offense now out on the field facing a 2nd and 10 from their own 46. Twins left, twins right. And 1 in the backfield on the right hip of Bosler. They're going to hand it off, go right up the middle, and cleaned up, coming right through the hole. A good, nice hit coming up to the middle. Stops Cole Keeley after a gain of 1. Keeley has come in place of Oberle, went down a couple of series ago. Haven't seen him come back out onto the field. 6:25, 3rd and 10 from the 46. Twins left, twins right. Bosler in shotgun. Keeley in the backfield with him. Bosler has a lot of time, throws over the middle, and it's tipped, and it falls incomplete. Receiver going across the middle, took a good lick. He got put on the clothesline and ripped right back off of it. Looking for samples that time.
Brings up a 4th down.
Got Bosler at 9 of 14 with 2 interceptions. So he's on target today, to say the least. At 6:15 to go in our first half, and the punt team has to come out for Valle. Now 2 go back to field it. for Thayer. That's the first time we've seen that so far, and that's Langley and Kafka. We're going to have a whistle prior to this play.
Have a timeout. Valle Catholic.
And sure enough, Coach Judd Nagger of the Valle Catholic Warriors is going to call a timeout after a different look on special teams by the Bobcats. It was 6:15 to go in our first half. Still scoreless. It's 4th and 10 from their own 46 for the Warriors. They'll punt in 30 seconds on the boot.
Jokehurst Incorporated, a name you've trusted since 1972, is the name you can still trust. Whether your needs are residential, commercial, or industrial, Jokehurst Incorporated in St. Genevieve offers professional service for asphalt, paving, and sealing for driveways and parking lots, along with excavation and hauling. At Jokehurst Incorporated, they do more than just quote and pave. They deliver what you expect. Call 573-883-7401 for a free estimate. That's Jokehurst Incorporated in St. Genevieve, 883-7401.
6 minutes, 15 seconds remains in our first half of play, and we have yet to see anybody put points on the board. We're knotted up at 0 with Valle Catholic 12-0, and Thayer at 10-1. Both teams trying to make their way to the Dome. They've got to get through each other today, and nobody's offense has looked good tonight or today. The punt, a monster punt from Bosler. Holy cow. That thing's going to trickle all the way into the end zone. He just kicked a 65-yard punt.
20-yard line.
Like it was nothing. Connor Bosler, he can throw it, he can run it, and boy, he can sure kick it. A phenomenal punt off the foot of Bosler, and that's going to put Thayer on their own 20. That kick came from about the 35, 40-yard line and bounced once and into the end zone. That's outrageous. And all that throws touchdowns galore, state records, championship game records, and he's going to play college baseball. The life of a talented athlete, something I'll never know. Here comes Thayer with 6:08 to go in the first half. And they're 1st and 10 from their own 20. Henry's going to pull down, keep it himself, shakes one tackler.
And on the quarterback.
And finally grabbing a handful of shoelace and able to bring him down.
All the way up to the
Getting there first was Jagers, and Jagers playing a pretty solid game himself so far. He has 5 receptions. And definitely pushing up towards 100 yards so far.
second down.
Up to 5 receptions, 87 yards for Jagers. So after the 9-yard run by Henry, Thayer with a 2nd and 1. 5:30 to go. And Thayer lines up in that same power formation. They're going to go to Pender this time. Pender coming to the near side. And he's going to have to spin off of a tackler and try and pick up that first down. He just does. It was Cole Keeley coming out on the finish for the Valle Catholic Warriors. But Pender able to pick up enough yards to keep the chains moving and keep that drive alive. And for Thayer, you're thinking we're going to open the second half with the football. Coach Weber, I'm sure, has gone through the scenario. 5 minutes, 20 seconds is a lot of time to kill, but you can sustain a drive and take a lot of that away. 1st and 10 now from their own 32. Henry under center. Offset eye behind him. Single receivers on either side. They're going to go back to Pender. And Pender stood up right at the line of scrimmage trying to run to the left side and just nowhere to go against the Valle defense. They're playing the run just about as well as you can play it so far. So after the stop, it'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock continues to run inside of 5 minutes to go. Play clock down to 15, and Thayer is yet to break huddle. Now down to 10, and the Bobcats finally come out. Henry back under center. 3 in the backfield behind him, shoulder to shoulder. They're going to go to the middle and go right up with Kafka, and maybe a yard at best for Bo Kafka.
42 going to lead Bo Kafka.
And Kafka getting in on the run game, just a couple of 2-yard runs. And after picking up the first down and moving the chains, a couple of plays later, Thayer finds themselves in another 3rd and long scenario. Now 3rd and 9 from their own 33. 4:02 on the clock. 10 on the play clock. Henry goes under center. Twins to the near side. Pender in the backfield. Henry looking to throw it downfield. Has to get his feet set, and here comes the pressure. He's rolling to the far side. Throws over the middle and well out in front of his intended receiver, who was, in fact, open. That was Tucker Hargrove. Just the 4th pass attempt we've seen from Thayer so far, and just 1 of 4 for Aiden Henry. 4th and 9 coming up for the Thayer Bobcats. They're going to have to bring out the punt team again. And I'll tell you, so far, Landon Tyler is getting a leg workout in this one. He's going to have to kick from about the 25. It rolls back to him. He feels the short hop, gets the kick away. It spirals and hangs up. Bosler will fair catch it at the 32. So with 3:48 to go in the first half, we're still scoreless. The Valley offense will come back out and start a drive on their own 32 in 30 seconds on the boot.
Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve is your Red Wing boot dealer. Myers Shoe Store is now offering a 20% discount on all new Red Wing boots. So if you need new work boots, hunting boots, or just new boots in general, Myers Shoe Store is the name to remember. That's Myers Shoe Store, located at 289 Merchant Street, down from Ciro's in St. Genevieve. Call 883-2110. That phone number again is 883-2110 for Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve.
Valley Catholic comes back out with the offense with a 1st and 10 on the 33, and Bosler is going to call his own number, run up the left sideline, pick up a good chunk of yards, and just like that, the Warriors are right into Bobcat territory. An 18-yard pickup for Connor Bosler. Bosler getting a lot done on the ground. He's thrown a couple of picks so far. He's going to line up in shotgun. Twins left, twins right. Lined up on the far hash. Keeley in the backfield with him. The snap, chest high. Bosler comes up gunning. Finds his receiver right at the sticks. And again, going back to Samples. And Samples just short of the first down marker. And Valley into Thayer territory. Ball lined up on the 40. After the pickup, it's a very short 2 for the first down. Twins to the near side. Samples and Wood in the slot on the near side. The snap off right, and Bosler tucks it. He's going to run and pick up the first down, shake a tackler, and stiff arm before being brought down by Pinder. But Bosler does enough to pick up the first down.
And 27, Brady Pinder brings him down.
And he gets out to about the 33. So a good 6-yard pickup, Connor Bosler. 1st and 10 from the Thayer Bobcat 32 and a whistle prior to the play. And it's going to be the Bobcats that call a timeout. Maybe they feel like they're on their heels. Valley Catholic charging downfield once again. 2:59 to go in the first half. Still scoreless. It's a 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Valley Catholic Warriors. Up next in 30 seconds on the boot.
John Robinson joins us now from Crown Motors in Farmington. And, John, I'm hearing rumors of a pretty big sale going on now at Crown Motors.
Absolutely. November's going to be a big month. You know, we got Black Friday all month long. That's what Chrysler's calling it. 0% for 75 months on every 2015 new on the lot. Plus a big rebate, no payments for 3 full months. That gets you all the way through the holidays. If the 0% is not what you're looking for, how about $4,000 rebate on a Chrysler 200? You know, Jeep Cherokee, similar deal. I think $3,000 on that vehicle. So come on out and see us no matter what you're looking for. We've got great inventory, big discounts, great financing, friendly salespeople, great service after the sale. So come see us today.
1st and 10 from the 32 for the Warriors. And on this play, Bosler's heaving one into the end zone to the back corner, but into double coverage. And definitely Bosler threw that where only his guy could get it. But nobody able to have the closing speed on that rocket into the end zone. It goes out the backside, falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 32. In Thayer territory as the Valley offense trying to find the scoreboard for the first time. They got trips to the near side, single to the far side. Keeley in the backfield. Bosler takes the shotgun snap, rolls to the near side, comes up, twists the hips, and fires across the middle. And did they call that one complete?
And the pass is complete.
And they did say it was complete. So a nice catch that time from Samples. So after not having a catch in the first quarter, he's got 3 here in the second. So that moves the ball up just short of the first down marker. Another 9-yard reception for Samples. 3rd and a long one, we'll call it. Bosler in shotgun. Keeley offset left. Here's the snap. Bosler looking downfield. The tackle split. He's going to pull up and run right into the middle. And just like that, the linebackers for Thayer closed. This Thayer defense is pretty stout themselves, only allowing 12.09 points per game. But Valley able to pick up the first down. They'll keep that drive alive. Now down to the 21. Keeley's going to spread out to the left now, or is he going to actually personnel change? Oh, he's going to spread as far left as he can be. So a 5-wide set. Bosler, the empty backfield, takes the shotgun snap, rolls to the far side, pressure in his face, throws, and it's tipped.
And the ball is batted down by number 67.
I don't know if I've ever seen a play like what I just saw from a pursuing defensive end to jump and make the pass block from behind. I'm not sure if I've ever seen that. A good play. This Thayer defense is definitely no joke. Holding Valle scoreless through 20 minutes of play. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Empty backfield. Bosler takes the snap, looking downfield, throwing over the middle, laying out for it, but not able to reel it in was Tristan Rollhouse. That would have been maybe one of your catches of the year if Rollhouse reels that one in. It falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 21. 2:15 to go in quarter number 2. Valle already set once again, trips to the right, Keeley in the slot, Jagers in the slot on the left. The shotgun snap, Bosler, empty backfield, has a lot of time, throwing it over the middle, it's tipped, and oh wow, that would have been a great interception. It was tipped right at the goal line by Cole Wood. The secondary, I didn't see who it was, tried to lay out for it. I think it was Pinder tried to lay out for it and just didn't make the catch. That would have been an amazing catch, so 2 almost, back-to-back. Clock freezes at 2:08. 4th and 10 from the 21. The Valle offense stays out on the field, trying to get points before the end of the first half of play. Bosler will line up in shotgun. A 4-receiver set to the near side, single to the far side. The shotgun snap high. Bosler reels it in. Pressure coming to his face. Throws it over the middle. A dangerous throw. Falls incomplete. And a turnover on downs from the 21. The Thayer Bobcats will take over at the 21 with 2:04 to go in the first half. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on the boot.
Creative Touch Awards and Gifts on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve is the place to go for your silk screen, embroidery, trophies, and awards. If you need that personalized gift that is sure to be one of a kind, or you need to honor and acknowledge a special person, go to Creative Touch Awards and Gifts with 9 years of experience. Just west of Fleet's Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve. 573-883-3846. 573-883-3846.
KTJJ Farmington, Festus Crystal City, St. Genevieve. The Boot.
We are inside of 2 minutes to play in the first half. It was a 1st and 10 from the 21. Henry trying to keep it himself. Loses a yard on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Thayer Bobcats on their own 20-yard line. 1:40 to go in the first half of play. And this game has been all defense so far. We've seen 7 combined turnovers in this game, but only 2 of those going against the Bobcats. 2nd and 11 from the 20, 1:26 and 2 on the game on the play clock. Henry takes the snap. They're going to hand it off, and squirting out of the hole. I'm not sure how he broke through there, but he did nonetheless, and pounded his way through the middle. Number 45, just a sophomore, Garrett Young. I guess they're just going to keep trying, guys, until they get something going, and they did right there. A 7-yard pickup for the sophomore, Garrett Young. And it brings up 3rd and 3 from the 28 inside of a minute, and Thayer does not seem like they're in too much of a hurry on this 3rd down situation. Kafka spreads wide to the left of Henry, under center, offset eye behind him. The snap, the handoff going up the middle, punching his way through, fighting for the extra yards, and they go back to the sophomore, and he goes back to the middle and gets that 1st down. This young fella running aggressive, picking up the 1st down, moving the sticks, and with 39.2 and 1 timeout left for the Bobcats, not a lot of time. So it'll be interesting to see the way that Coach Weber approaches this final stretch of the 2nd quarter. Inside of 30 seconds to go. Lined up on the 36 with a 1st down. They pitch, going back to the sophomore Young, and only a couple of yards for him that time. The Warriors able to key on him. 3 straight carries going to number 45. Eventually, you're going to sniff that out. And Valle sure did. Now down inside of 10 seconds. And I think we're just going to let this clock run away. And we are going to go to the break tied at 0. for a team that averages 63 and a team that averages nearly 38. We go after 2 quarters of play, tied at 0. And we've got a game on our hands on the Saturday edition of high school Class 1 playoffs. 0-0 after 2 quarters between Valle Catholic and Thayer. We're going to step aside for 2 minutes, and we'll bring you back some halftime show updates. And keep it tuned to the Boot. It's time to get back to the high school football. We're following the Class 1 state playoffs today to Thayer, Missouri. And after 2 quarters of play, the hometown team is holding their own and then some against the Valle Catholic Warriors. Valle back-to-back state champions coming in on a 44-game win streak, but they find themselves with 0 points on the board after 2 quarters of play. And they are tied with the Thayer Bobcats. And Thayer really hasn't been able to get anything going offensively. Valle Catholic has done pretty well in the offensive, statistically, offensive categories. 249 total yards through 2 quarters of play, to my accounts, anyway. But unfortunately, several turnovers have kept the Warriors out of the end zone. So can they rectify in the second half and shore up the offense? And definitely ball security was most certainly an issue for the Warriors through the first half. We'll keep an eye on that. Another thing to keep an eye on are personnel for the Warriors. Nick Oberle and Carl Loida both going down with what looked to be lower leg injuries. We never saw Oberle come back in the first half. We'll see if we see him come back out in the second half. 3 return men back for Thayer. And we are underway. The kick is up. The kick is going to saucer out of the back of the end zone. And the Thayer Bobcats will start the first drive of the second half from their own 20-yard line. We've got 24 minutes of football left. Who is going to assert their dominance and take control of this football game? Valle Catholic definitely had the momentum several times in the first half. Thayer did just enough to take that momentum away, but could never really get anything going. And well, here we go. It's the second half, 0-0. Thayer starts 1st and 10 from their own 20. Lined up at midfield, Henry goes under center. This 3-veer option goes to the far side wing and around behind Henry. And over the left side, Bo Kafka on the carry. The Thayer Bobcats will work from right to left here in the third quarter as they wear their home greens with white trim. Valle will defend in the all whites with blue trim and blue numbers. Valle Catholic is defending to the left. So after a short gain, just 2 yards for Kafka, brings up 2nd and 8. From the 22, Henry under center, spins, turns, hands it off right up the middle. They're going to push the pile. And just a couple of yards there, turned into a rugby scrum.
To about the 26.
Going right up the middle with Griffith that time. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5, a 3-yard pickup after the spot. And now another 3rd down situation for Thayer, not even a minute in. And Thayer struggled mightily on 3rd down. Can they get it going here? It's 3rd and 5 from the 22. 2 receivers to the near side. Henry takes the snap, spins, cuts back inside, and going to be stood up. And Valle's defense comes out and picks up right where they left off. We talked about how well Thayer's defense played. Valle's defense, with all of the offensive turnovers, offensive mistakes, Valle's defense played outstanding. Didn't allow 100 yards through the first 2 quarters, and a quick 3 and out for Thayer. Back to field it is Bosler. The kick gets away. A beautiful punt once again. A fair catch called for by Bosler, and they're going to mark it at the 39. So with 10:17 to go in the third quarter, we'll see our first look at the Valle offense in the second half in 30 seconds on the Boot.
Sweet Things Sweet Shop for all your old-time candy and gifts. They carry novelty candies, delicious chocolates, and something for all ages. They're also ready for Christmas with great seasonal candy and gifts. Come in to Sweet Things Sweet Shop for their newly expanded selection of Jelly Bellies, Melissa and Doug toys and games, and other great home decor and gift items. Stop by for great deals on November 28th during Small Business Saturday. Market Street in historic downtown St. Genevieve, and on Facebook, 883-7990.
So after forcing another 3-and-out, the Valle Catholic Warriors start a drive 1st and 10 on their own 40. They're going to hand it off in the very first play, but not much there in the middle. Inside of 10 minutes in the third quarter, 2nd and 10 from the 40. The snap comes back in shotgun to Bosler. He fires left, quick throw, and it's going to be reeled in, and fighting for the first down is Tristan Rollhouse. Tristan Rollhouse had a couple of passes come near him. They would have been difficult catches to be made. He finally gets one and reels it in. And that one goes for about 19. And on the very first play, we'll have a penalty go against Thayer. So what was 1st and 10 from the 49 will now be a 1st and 5, and we will move into the Thayer side of the football field. Still scoreless in this contest. 9:42 to go in the third. It's a 1st and 5 from the 45 for the Valle Catholic Warriors. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Bosler in shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, goes right up the middle, and nowhere to go. Pressure all over that time, and 4 different green jerseys get into the backfield and bring down Connor Bosler. We saw Zach Vayak step into the game, into the backfield on that play.
Lost on the play, 2nd down.
So after the penalty made it 1st and 5, the loss makes it 2nd and 9 from the Thayer 49. Single receiver to the near side. Trips to the far side. 1 in the backfield. Here's the snap. It's Keeley out front to block for Bosler. He's pumping. He's going to tuck it and throws at the very last second, and a nice deflection. The pass was intended for Jagers. And over there to make the deflection was Tim Patton for the Thayer Bobcats. Just a junior out there playing nice defense and wearing the number 66. So if you're covering Garrett Jagers and you're number 66, you're an athlete. That's impressive. Brings up 3rd and 9 after the incompletion. Shotgun, empty backfield. Here's the snap. A lot of time. Bosler pumps, sets his feet, throws across the middle, and it is caught. Puts a hand in the ground and stands back up, turns it upfield. It's Tristan Rollhouse with another reception on 3rd and 9. Valle comes up with a monster gain.
1st down, Catholic.
And this ball is spotted all the way down at the 30, so 19 for Rollhouse. Jagers, Wood, Samples to the near side. Rollhouse to the far side. Bosler takes the shotgun snap and pulls the handoff out. He's going to use the option, find a little bit of a crease on the left side, and pick up about 5 yards. Connor Bosler's
number 3,
7th carry of the contest.
Makes the stop, 2nd down.
8:30 on the clock. Down to 17 on the play clock. 2nd and 5 from the 26. Jagers, Wood, Samples, spread to the near side. Rollhouse to the left. Keeley offset right. Bosler takes the snap. He's going to tuck it and run as soon as he catches it. He stood up. Can they make the stop? It looked like he was going to go right up the middle for the first down, and green jerseys filled in the A-gap, and it was gone in a hurry.
Short gain, 3rd down.
Looks like maybe a yard at best for Bosler. Brings up 3rd and 4. Ball on the 25. Keeley now spreads right. 4 receivers to the near side. Rollhouse. Now Bosler takes a shotgun snap, and it was like he had eyes in the back of his head. As soon as the pressure closed, he unloaded it, and it's complete to Cole Wood. And that's going to move the sticks again. A 10-yard pickup to Cole Wood, his 3rd catch of the game. Valle lined up now on the near hash. We'll have two receivers on the near side. Wood in the slot, Sample spread wide. Jagers in the slot on the left. Keeley in the backfield. They're going to put it into Keeley's belly. He's going to go around the left side. Can he turn the corner? He stays on his feet. He's tiptoeing across to the first down. And a good run that time by Keeley around the left side. Had to make two guys miss. Put a hand on the ground and stumbled forward for the first down. Knocking on the doorstep are the Warriors. You expected it to be a hurry up. Here it is. Connor Bosler already set. Inside, they're going to hand it off, and no, he's going to tuck it out and go around the left side, and Connor Bosler waltzes into the end zone, jumps into the air, and puts 6 on the board for the Valle Catholic Warriors. Halftime adjustments must have paid off, because just like that, we see our first touchdown of the game, and it's Connor Bosler with a left side run and leaps into the end zone. And Valle, maybe we're going to see a little bit of deja vu from what we saw last year against Marionville. Valle poured it on in the second half. They start quick. It's 6-0 Valle, the extra point. Still to come. It's Coots set to kick. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick gets away. It's hooking inside, and it's good. The Valle Catholic Warriors grab a 7-0 lead with 7.5 to go in the third quarter of play. We'll step aside for 1 minute on the boot.
Winter is approaching. Plan to make yours warm and worry-free at Farmington Presbyterian Manor, where we take care of the winter worries so you don't have to. Enjoy our year-round social events, educational programs, and maintenance-free living. At Farmington Presbyterian Manor, we understand making a decision about the future takes careful consideration. For more than 52 years, we've been helping seniors make these the best years. Learn more by calling Heidi Beyer, Senior Living Counselor, 756-6768. Together we'll find the answers.
ProCare Automotive Repair in Bonne Terre, your only local AAA approved auto repair facility, now offers a 24-month, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty. By using only the highest quality parts installed by ASE certified technicians, we were able to double your warranty and extend your coverage nationwide. We also offer 6 months, 0% interest financing on major repairs to ease the burden of those unexpected breakdowns. Call us for details. ProCare Automotive Repair, repaired once, repaired right. 358-1112 or ProCareForYourCar.com.
We bring you back with the football sailing out of the back of the end zone. And that follows a Valle Catholic touchdown, our first touchdown of the game. It was a short touchdown run to the left side on a quarterback keeper by Connor Bosler, and the Valle Catholic Warriors lead this one 7-0, and the Thayer Bobcats come out. They're going to start a drive on their own 20. And they are working right to left for the next 7.5 minutes. And the Valle crowd starting to come to life after seeing their team drive down and score for the first time today. The Thayer Bobcats are going to come out and try to respond. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Henry goes under center. Offset eye behind him. He turns, hands it off, and coming to the near side, it's Griffith fighting his way for positive yardage.
Matt Griffith on the carry.
He's going to take it out for about 5 yards.
All the way to about 25.
And now Thayer has to think, well, you played well enough in the first half to keep Valle off the board. They drive and score on you early here in the third. Do you feel like you might need to respond early in the second half? Kafka will spread out right. Single receiver on the near side. Henry under center, fakes the handoff, looking to throw downfield. He's got to evade the pressure. He's rolling to the far side, stays on his feet, makes one guy miss. He's going to have to tuck it and run. He will, and it looks like he's going to spin and pick up the first down. A nice run by Aiden Henry to avoid the pressure in the backfield, coming from the blind side. Turns it up, tucks it, and runs up the right sideline, and he'll pick up the first down. Aiden Henry running for his life.
1st and 10.
And able to escape. Takes it out to the 32. The 7-yard pickup. And he had to run a long way just for 7 yards on that one. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 32. The Thayer Bobcats still backed up into their own territory. Trailing 7-0. Henry goes under center, offset eye behind him. Twins to the left. Henry tucks it. Now it looks like he's going to fire downfield. Has to reverse. He's going to tuck it and run, and nearly lost the football like a breadbasket, able to hang on to it as he falls to the grass.
Gain of yards, 2nd down.
After breaking a big run on a scramble, tried to do the same on that play. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. from the Bobcat 33. The Valle defense trying to pitch another shutout this season. Already 4 through 12 games. Thayer now with a 2nd and 9 from their own 33. Twins right, Pinder in motion. They're going to bring the entire formation to the near side, and it does not matter. The Valle Catholic Warriors are all over it. Cole Keeley there to set it up. Brock Kurtz to finish it off, and the Valle defense is stifling the Thayer Bobcat run game. We knew that we would see 2 quality defenses today. We knew we would see 2 potent offenses, but it's the defensive sides of the football that have stolen the show for these 2 teams. The defense chant from the blue side of the crowd. 3rd and 8 from their own 34. In shotgun for the first time. Henry takes the snap. Receivers everywhere. He's firing, and it's going to be picked off by Garrett Jagers. Jagers plucks it at the 40. Returning it. Going up. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks 2 tackles. A flag thrown. Rolling around to the far side. Jagers still on his feet. Cuts back, and Henry's finally going to bring Jagers down at the 25-yard line. He picks it at the 40. Takes it to the opposite 25, and the Valle Catholic Warriors have all of the momentum on the side of the blue at this point and time. The Thayer Bobcats on their heels after that. Let's see what the flag is. It came on the return. It's going to be a hold against Valle, so the great return is going to be erased. The flag was thrown at about midfield, about the 45 in Thayer territory, so they'll mark it off 5 from there. So after Jagers picks it and runs all the way down to the 25 of the Bobcats, it's going to come a great deal back. This should be spotted at about the 45. Well, they'll spot it at the 49 after they mark off the penalty. It's a spot foul. So with 5:07, Jagers comes up with a pick. And I don't know if he's dropped the ball that's come his way all afternoon. Here come the Warriors with a 7-0 lead. The offense was on full throttle moments ago. They're going to go 3 wide, single to the near side. Bosler in shotgun, offset left in the backfield. They're going to hand it off. It's Viox going right in between the tackles, and not a whole lot of room there. Viox, a 5'9", 155-pound senior for the Valle Catholic Warriors, getting in on the action. A 2-yard pickup. It's going to be Twins left, Twins right. Shotgun snap. They're going to hand it off to Viox. He's going to turn to the left side this time. There's a little bit of a crease. He steps over a defender and gets across to the sticks before being pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. He needed 8, picked up 10. And Valle's offense, I don't know what they talked about at halftime, but if I could start every day with a speech that turns my day around like this, I sure would. So a little bit of a delay on the far side. See if we can't get a look exactly what's going on over there. With a little bit of a break in the action, that'll let me know, or give me the opportunity to let you know that our game today is brought to you by the County Do-It Center in both St. Genevieve and Bloomsdale, Ed Fisher Construction in St. Genevieve, as well as Stoopy's Wrecker Service of St. Genevieve and Oaks Home Furnishing in St. Genevieve. The Valle Catholic Warriors with a 7-0 lead. They have a 1st and 10 on the Thayer Bobcat 40. After a big run from Viox to pick up the first down. Bosler back in shotgun. Twins to the near side. Twins to the far side. They're going to fake the handoff to Viox. Bosler's going to keep it. He's going to jump cut and go right in between the tackles. As soon as everybody closed down on the pass, everybody in the backfield and the linebacking core for the Bobcats dropped back. And Bosler just went right up the middle. It's going to move the sticks, keep the drive going again down to the 28, 1st and 10. Another first down for Valle. And the shotgun snap, they're going back to Viox around the left side. He cuts back inside, stays on his feet, breaks another tackle, tiptoes all the way down, and Viox gets into the end zone from 28 yards away. And the Valle Catholic Warriors are starting to roll. Now 13-0 score. And Viox comes in, goes 28 yards to pay dirt, and made half of the Thayer Bobcats miss on the way. So after we saw no touchdowns through the first 2 quarters, we see 2 in less than 3.5 minutes. The first was a Bosler touchdown run, and the second, a Vioxx touchdown run. So here comes the extra point team, and before we see the snap, we'll see movement up front. It's encroachment against Thayer. Basically flip the football over, and let's do this again. Flip it end over end forward. There's not much further to go. All right, now we're set. Coots on to kick. The holder is Samples. The snap, the hold. Samples has it down. Coots puts it up and through. He is money. And just like that, the Valle Catholic Warriors score twice in 3 minutes, 27 seconds, and they lead 14-0 with 4:07 to go in the third. We're going to have another Valle kickoff up next on the boot.
Hey, Frank Campbell at Blackwell Motors in Bonne Terre. I understand Kevin Blackwell has some special deals lined up for the deer hunters today.
Absolutely. You know, we're having that save a buck on a truck today. We're spotlighting a bunch of these trucks, folks. We got the largest selection we've had in years, and, you know, we're paying top dollar for trade-ins, as little as 0% down, and interest rates as low as 1.9. That's great news there, folks. And come by, all you deer hunters, and enter our biggest buck contest. $200 to the winner, and all others will get their picture on our Facebook page. So come see me, Frank Campbell, your friend in the car business, at 573-431-8599. And remember, we are the home of customer care beyond compare, only at Blackwell Motors.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
With 4:07 to play in the third quarter, the Valle Catholic Warriors scored twice in 3 minutes, 27 seconds. The first, a Bosler touchdown run. Then Vioxx goes on a rampage down the left sideline for 28 yards and marches into the end zone. And Valle Catholic quickly takes a 14-0 lead. The ensuing kickoff blasted out of the back of the end zone once again. And the defense calling for the crowd to make some noise as Thayer faces a 1st and 10 from their own 20. Henry under center. Pitches coming to the near side is Griffith, and he's met as soon as he tries to turn the corner. There's nowhere to go for the Thayer Bobcat run game. The Valle defense is closing up every gap. So Griffith gains a yard. He has 4 carries and 12 yards. Valle only gave up 91 yards in the first half. Here we go, 2nd and 9 from the 21. They're going to hand it off again. And a good lead blocking by Bo Kafka up front. That kid is a load. And not to mention, they've started to go to the sophomore Young. Garrett Young had a couple of good touches right at the end of the second quarter. He's stifled there after a 2-yard pickup. And now, again, Thayer finds themselves deep in their own territory and facing a 3rd down. Valle Catholic Warriors go 5 across the front. And here comes the house on 3rd down. And the handoff coming to the near side. And Valle stymies the run game again. They go back to number 45, Young, trying to come to the near side and just nowhere to go up front. The edge for Valle Catholic is just too much. There's too much speed out there right now. The punt team has to come back out. 2:33 to go in the third quarter. 4th and 5. Here comes the kick. A good kick away from Bosler. It takes a Valle hop and goes out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So Valle will take over with great starting field position. And they've rattled off a couple of touchdowns on the past 2 drives. And they don't have to go nearly as far if they want to do it a 3rd time. 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. And the Warriors, after not scoring a touchdown in the first half, scored 2 in less than 3.5 minutes and have a chance to score again before the end of the third quarter. So after zeros, we've got 14 third quarter points from these Warriors, and they're back at it again with a 1st and 10 from the 47. Twins right, twins left. Shotgun snap to Bosler. He fakes the handoff to Vioxx. Runs out in front of everybody. Gets to the 2nd line, to the 3rd line of the defense, and finally brought down after a 15-yard pickup. Connor Bosler definitely looking like that ball security issue has been taken care of here in the second half. The only turnover we've seen in the second half was a Garrett Jagers interception that Valle turned into points. The Warriors now the 1st and 10 from the 39. Bosler has a single receiver to the near side. They've got trips bunched to the left. Vioxx offset right in the backfield. The shotgun snap handed off to Vioxx around the left side. Is there a crease? He jump cuts back inside, picks up the first down, spins his way for a couple more yards before being pushed out of bounds. Another first down pickup for the Valle Catholic offense, and they are clicking. Another first down, and Valle is marching right in to Thayer territory once again. Vioxx turns the corner on first down, just spins and muscles his way for a couple more. 13-yard pickup for Vioxx on that one. 1st and 10 from the 26. Jagers, Wood, Samples to the near side. Bosler works the hard count and gets just about all 4 guys up front for Thayer to come early. So that 1st and 10 will turn into a 1st and 5 from the 21. Clock at 1:30. And during the entire time that the umpire was making the signal, Valle, the entire offense looking at their sideline to get the play. They're ready and set. 1st and 5 from the 21. Bosler, the shotgun snap. Hands it off. Vioxx coming to the near side. Has to cut back inside. Stays on his feet. Turning around the outside. And one of the most audacious, blatant face masks you'll see. Grabbing a whole entire rung of Vioxx face mask, and that's how he was brought down. Dangerous, dangerous tackle. Another update, John Burroughs 42-7 over the Central Rebels. Burroughs has had the Rebels number over the past few years, and it looks like they're going to get him again in this one. So while the officials sort out that personal foul, I want you to know our game today is brought to you by Mueller's Tire and Auto Service in St. Genevieve, innovative warehousing and distribution of Farmington, along with Mega Sports in Farmington and Sweet Things Sweet Shop in St. Genevieve. So, you may have heard the sigh from the crowd. We are sitting on the Valle Catholic side of the field, and that sigh was that face mask penalty was countered with a block in the back. So after it was all said and done, we'll go back to 1st and 5 from the 21. Wood and Samples to the near side, lined up on the left hash. Bosler takes the snap, hands it off to Vioxx, lets him do it again, going around the outside edge. And it's just the first guy can't bring Vioxx down. He fights for those extra yards and usually gets them. Looks like they're going to be just short of the first down. So what was 1st and 5, now 2nd and 1 after the 1-yard run by Vioxx, his 6th carry. He had a 28-yard touchdown run on the last drive inside of 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Down to 10 on the play clock. Valle breaks out. Bosler lines up in shotgun. Twins to the near side. Twins to the far side. The handoff. Vioxx, he pulls it out. Bosler's going to keep it himself. Jumps, cuts back inside. Fights forward for a couple of more yards. And Connor Bosler running tough. And looks like things are starting to get a little bit chippy down there. 17.5 and the clock freezes. It's another first down for Valle Catholic. So they'll move the sticks up. And the ball is spotted at the 10. 1st and 10 from the 10. Clock starts to wind at 10 seconds, so I don't think we'll see a play. No, helmets start to come off. So that's where we'll end the 3rd quarter at 14-0. The Valle Catholic Warriors score twice in a 3.5-minute span in the 3rd quarter, and they have a 2-score lead as we go into the final frame. It's the Valle Warriors leading 14-0 over the Thayer Bobcats. We'll step aside for 1 minute and start the 4th quarter of play on the boot.
Accidents happen, even to the best drivers. When you need a repair, call Crown Collision. They're a preferred provider with many insurance companies. They handle your rental, and if a rental's unavailable, they'll arrange for a loaner car. Fill out the paperwork, do your repair quickly, and detail your vehicle so it looks new. It's simple. Just hand them the keys.
This is Ron Akers. Accidents do happen, and when it happens to you, Crown Collision is a great place to start. Crown Collision, it's your vehicle and your choice. Just hand us the keys.
At Midwest Sports Center, we sell fun and make your outdoor living easy. Hi, I'm Josh Harris, owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Stop by and test drive a brand new Can-Am F3 Spider. Check out the new Polaris Slingshot. And if you've been thinking about a side-by-side, well, now's the time. Prices starting at $69.99. Kick it up a notch and give you and your family the ultimate fun at Midwest Sports Center. Located right next to Redfield Collision Center in Farmington. Like us on Facebook, shop us online, MidwestSportsCenter.com.
It's time for the fourth and final quarter of play for our Saturday edition of high school football playoff coverage. It's the Class 1 state playoffs today on J98 from Thayer, Missouri. And the visiting Valle Catholic Warriors have a 14-0 lead. And it's a 1st and 9 with goal to go for Valle to start the fourth quarter. Bosler takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Viox, and he's smothered as soon as the exchange takes place. Big number, Brandon Tate, big 67, 6 foot 210, blowing through the offensive line and getting in the backfield, bringing Viox down for a loss. A 5-yard loss. It'll make it 2nd and 14 with goal to go. Rollhouse, the lone receiver, the near side, or twins to either side. And Bosler takes the shotgun snap and throws one into the grass at the goal line, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 14. That was really the first pass attempt for Bosler in quite a while. Had a couple of interceptions and a fumble in the first half. And Valle has been mistake-free here in the second half, which you pretty much expect. 3rd and 14. Valle taking a long time to get the play in, down to 12 on the play clock. The clock frozen after the incompletion. This game was scoreless until the 7:30 mark in the third quarter. And before we see a play here on 3rd and 14, the Warriors call a timeout. It's their first timeout of the second half. So with 11:28 to go in the final quarter of play, the Valle Catholic Warriors lead 14-0. They'll face a 3rd and 14 with goal to go when we come back in 30 seconds on the boot.
Those people right there, they were like, the game clock's not running. Like after the complete pass. It's just like, I guess it's no use to care about it.
Hi, this is Debbie Hamby with Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. One of our main priorities is making sure that all of our customers receive top quality service. Health Mart pharmacies are consistently ranked #1 each year for customer service by J.D. Power and Associates. Our staff is at your service with a warm welcome, caring, and efficient service, and true concern for you and your family's well-being. Being locally owned means we do business our way, taking care of our customers in Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton. We stand behind our promise to be your total healthcare destination.
Just a few seconds into the fourth quarter. It's 11:28 still remaining in this contest. Valle leads 14-0. They face a 3rd and 14 with goal to go. 4 receivers to the right. Rollhouse, the lone receiver to the short side of the field. Bosler takes a shotgun snap. Pressure comes quick, and he's just got to dump it off just to avoid the sack. You don't see that often from high school quarterbacks. When there's nothing there, the play breaks down just to get rid of it. He makes brilliant decisions. And actually, one of the few quarterbacks you'll see run through his progression more than once. That's something I always find extremely impressive. When a high school quarterback can look off a safety and come back to receiver 1 and run through his progression, always impressive. So after coming up empty on that 3rd down, 4th and 14, Valle lines up for the field goal. Here it is. Coots puts it up. It hovers. It hangs into the wind, and it is good. It is 17-0 as Valle Catholic comes up with a field goal. And 17 unanswered now for the Warriors with 11:23 to go. Coots puts one through the uprights, and the Warriors now have a 3-score lead with 11:23 to go in the fourth. Can Thayer respond? They need to. We'll find out in 1 minute on the boot.
Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve is your Red Wing boot dealer. Myers Shoe Store is now offering a 20% discount on all new Red Wing boots. So if you need new work boots, hunting boots, or just new boots in general, Myers Shoe Store is the name to remember. That's Myers Shoe Store located at 289 Merchant Street down from Ciro's in St. Genevieve. Call 883-2110. That phone number again is 883-2110 for Myers Shoe Store in St. Genevieve. Farmers Farmers Mutual Insurance Company in St. Genevieve has been serving families in the area for over 115 years. Whether you need insurance on your home, mobile home, farm, or where you rent, Farmers Mutual Insurance Company can help. That's Farmers Mutual Insurance Company on St. Genevieve Drive in St. Genevieve. Call for a competitive quote at 883-3520. That's 883-3520. Farmers Mutual Insurance Company in St. Genevieve, a hometown company with hometown values.
KTJJ Farmington, Festus, Crystal City, St. Genevieve.
J98, The Boot.
We step back into the action after a field goal made for the Valle Catholic Warriors, and they take a 17-0 lead. The ensuing kickoff flies out of the back of the end zone once again. The return game effectively has been eliminated by the Valle Catholic kicking team. With 11:23 to go, it's 1st and 10 from the 20. Thayer trails by 17. Henry under center. Griffith in motion. Spreads to the near side. Henry's going to have to throw. Pressure. Points. And he's going to be brought down. And as he's being brought down, tries to get rid of it. And a flag comes in. They're going to get him for grounding. He had Keeley all over him, hanging on for a ride. And Henry decided he was going to try and chuck it downfield. There was no receiver in the area, so they are going to get him for grounding. So in a situation where you trail the number 1 team in Class 1, 17-0, you start a drive in the 4th quarter on your own 20, and you're already moving backwards. It's going to be tough sledding for Thayer to get back into this one. So it will result in a penalty. It will result in a loss of down. And it's going to be a long way to go for a first down here. The ball is about on the 7. 2nd down and a long way to go. Henry under center. They hand it off to Griffith. Griffith breaks into open space down the far sideline. What kind of speed does he have? Can anybody catch him? Griffith pulling away. He's going to go all the way into the end zone. 95 yards, and the Thayer Bobcats put points on the board. 95-yard touchdown run by Griffith. And on that single touch, has more rushing yards than his entire team did in the first half. And Thayer avoids the shutout and responds to the Warrior touchdowns and field goal with a 95-yard touchdown run by Matt Griffith. And Matt Griffith, not one of your typical speed backs, kind of a big guy, and just kept on running, had to outrun Cole Wood, and Wood tripped up trying to catch him. And now you see that wild formation where your offensive line lines up to the left. Your center lines up over the football just to get a look. Now they come back inside, go to the standard extra point formation. Henry, the holder, the snap, the hold, the kick is away. It's a toe kick, and it shoots up and through like a rocket. Landon Tyler adds one more. Now it's back to being a 10-point game, 17-7, after a 95-yard touchdown run by Griffith put the Bobcats on the board. Valley still leads 17-7, and with 11 minutes and 2 seconds, they'll field the kickoff coming up next on the Boot.
Passed from one generation to the next, it's shopping at Megasports. It's become a Parkland tradition. For over 20 years, Megasports has provided Southeast Missouri a business that is family-owned and offers top-notch names in athletic apparel and equipment. Under Armour, Mizuno, Nike, Rawlings, along with unmatched customer service. Megasports offers team discounts and is honored to support and supply all local school athletic programs, in the field or on the field. It's Megasports in Farmington's Maple Valley Shopping Center.
Jokerst Incorporated, a name you've trusted since 1972, is the name you can still trust. Whether your needs are residential, commercial, or industrial, Jokerst Incorporated in St. Genevieve offers professional service for asphalt, paving, and sealing for driveways and parking lots, along with excavation and hauling. At Jokerst Incorporated, they do more than just quote and pave. They deliver what you expect. Call 573-883-7401 for a free estimate. That's Jokerst Incorporated in St. Genevieve, 883-7401.
We just saw a 95-yard touchdown run by Matt Griffith, put the Thayer Bobcats on the board. And we're going to see an onside kick to follow that. and a very, very unique approach to that onside kick. The kicker went over to one of the guys on the hands team up front that you didn't know the hands team was out at the time. Their kicker walks up to the first guy in the line and points at his chin strap. The guy buckles it for him, and as soon as he buckled it, he turned around and kicked the onside kick, but Valle able to recover. I don't know if I've ever seen the fake loose chin strap on the onside kick. That might be my first never have I ever of the week. With 11:02 after the onside recovery, Valle is short field. They're going to start on their own 49, and they'll be lined up on the near hash. Two receivers to the far side, two to the near side. Bosler in shotgun, takes the snap, hands off. Viox around the right side. Can he stay in open space? He jumps over a defender, and he's going to fall down for about a 4-yard gain. Since he's come into the ball game, he's done quite well so far. He's had much more success going to the edges, especially the left side. That's where his 28-yard touchdown run came in. He picks up 3 there. Brings up 2nd and 7 from the Bobcat 47. 10.5 to go in the game. 17-7 Valle lead. And Bosler lined up in shotgun. Twins to the near side. Twins to the far side. One in the backfield is Viox. They go right back to him between the tackles. And it'll be brought down just short of the sticks. A 5-yard pickup right up the middle for Valle. The 9th carry of the game for Viox.
Zach back on the carry.
Just short, brings up 3rd and 2. And just inside of 10 minutes to play. Down to 14 on the play clock. Twins to the near side, twins to the far side. Viox in the backfield. Bosler takes the shotgun snap. They're going to go back to Viox. Makes one guy miss. Fights his way forward. He'll be right at the sticks. I think they'll spot him just short. Viox has yet to be brought down on the first tackle going up the middle. Bounces off one guy. Oh, they give him a kind of a sketchy spot. About a yard shorter than what I thought it would be. They call it 4th and 1. It's easily 2. So after the spot, it goes down as a 1-yard pickup. 9:18 to go, down to 12, and they're going to bunch this one up and see if they can't just lunge forward on the QB keeper. A flag comes in from the far line judge. So with 9:14 to go, it was a 4th and 1, and Valle trying to go up the middle. Flag from the far side. The official has picked it up over there, and they're going to walk this one back for sure. It's going to be early movement for Valle. So that 4th and 1 just became 4th and 6, and you're back to the Thayer 48. So with 9:14 to go, does the offense stay out? And it's kind of a rugby punt formation with Bosler back. Now he'll backpedal. And he is going to go ahead and kick it away. A one-step kick, end over end. It's going to bounce at the 20 and stall out at about the 15-yard line.
And on the kick. Down.
So with 9:10 to go, the Thayer Bobcats will take over deep in their own territory, trailing by 10. A lot of football still left to play. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in our 4th quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and check out the Thayer offense up next on the boot.
Are you in need of an appliance? Marzuco Electric, Best Brands Plus in St. Genevieve and Perryville is your home of GE, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, and more. In all, Marzuco Electric carries over 12 lines of appliances, electronics, satellites, and TVs. They also offer factory-authorized appliance service as well as residential, commercial, or industrial electrical service. For all your appliance needs or for professional electrical service, visit Marzuco Electric, 425 Market Street in St. Genevieve or Crossroads Village Center in Perryville.
The Thayer Bobcats come out onto the field with just over 9 minutes left in this game. And they start a drive from their own 11. The first down play. Henry trying to throw short to his check down. Throws it low and behind. It falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line. The 95-yard touchdown run. Thayer's only score of this game. They're facing 2nd and 10 deep in their own territory. Henry dropping back to pass. Throws. It's reeled in on the far side. They're going to pick up the first down. Staying on his feet. Still running down the far sideline before being tripped up just short of midfield. Number 7, Tucker Hargrove, comes up with a reception. And Hargrove takes it nearly out to midfield. and they do spot it right at the 50. So a 49-yard pickup for the big tight end for Thayer. Just the second completion for Aiden Henry, 2 of 6. So they spot it at the 50. 1st and 10 at midfield. Down by 10, Thayer trying to drive. Henry takes the shotgun snap. Has to roll. Pressure coming his way. 2 defenders in pursuit. Puts out a stiff arm. Makes one miss. Throws downfield. Intercepted by Connor Bosler. Are they going to say the throw counted? No, he stepped out of bounds before the throw. I think the mistake by Henry stepping out of bounds was a much better mistake that you can live with than throwing that interception right there. So with 8:34, Henry accidentally steps out of bounds right before throwing an interception. So a big-time break for Henry, but unfortunately on the scramble, he lost about 10 yards. So they're back to, so it was a 9-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 19 from the 41. 8:34 to go in the contest. Play clock down to 4. They've got to call a timeout. Thayer is going to have to burn one of their 3 timeouts as the play clock was about to run to 0. Well, with 8 minutes and 34 seconds, the Thayer Bobcats call their first timeout of the second half, and they trail by 10. It's a Valle Catholic lead, 17-7, with 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and bring it right back on the Boot.
Blackwell Motors has the great big deals. We will put you behind the wheel. Right here at Blackwell Motors, home of the pink elephant.
Save $1 on a truck this weekend at Blackwell Motors in Bonne Terre. That's right, deer hunters. Come to the dealership that always shoots straight. Blackwell Motors in Bonne Terre. They have a great selection of all vehicles, but especially trucks. Not to mention great financing, especially if credit is hard to come by. So don't hesitate. Go bag the dirty point buck and then come in and bag a great deal on a vehicle at Blackwell Motors in Bonne Terre, where they always feature customer care beyond compare.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
Bobcats face a 2nd and 20 from their own 41 after a big loss. Henry drops back after taking the snap under center, and he is under pressure. Has to reverse, roll to the far side of the field. He chucks one up. Who's going to take the, it was almost an Odell Beckham-style interception on the far side of the field. Just not able to hang on to it. That was Devin Coots. That would have been an amazing, amazing catch. We've seen 3 different catches that would have been highlight reel material, just ever so close to being caught, but they have all been dropped. That may have been one of the more impressive efforts by a defensive back to at least get up and knock that ball down, and by doing so, that sets up 3rd and 20 for the Bobcats. The ball on the 40-yard line. Henry in the middle of a pistol formation, backs on either side, takes the snap on 3rd and 20. He chucks it downfield. It's going to be Kafka versus Bosler, and Bosler wins that battle and knocks it down, and it's going to fall incomplete. It'll bring up 4th and 20 from the Bobcat 41. Thayer's lone score of the game came on a 95-yard touchdown run by Matt Griffith. Other than that, the run game has been held in check. Well, it looks like we're going to have a coach timeout. We have a player down on the field on the far side. And it's a Valle Catholic Warrior that's down on the far end of the field. So with 8:15 to go, we'll step aside for an injury timeout and be back shortly on the Boot.
Hey, Frank Campbell at Blackwell Motors in Bonne Terre. I understand Kevin Blackwell has some special deals lined up for the deer hunters today.
Absolutely. You know, we're having that save $1 on a truck today. We're spotlighting a bunch of these trucks, folks. We got the largest selection we've had in years, and, we're paying top dollar for trade-ins, as little as 0% down, and interest rates as low as 1.9. That's great news there, folks. And come by, all you deer hunters, and enter our biggest buck contest. $200 to the winner, and all others will get their picture on our Facebook page. So come see me, Frank Campbell, your friend in the car business, at 573-431-8599. And remember, we are the home of customer care beyond compare, only at Blackwell Motors.
Blackwell Motors, customer care beyond compare at Blackwell Motors.
We come back just as the ball leaves the foot of the Thayer Bobcat punter, and it's going to take a phenomenal hop for the Bobcats and go inside to the 10 at about the 9-yard line. That's where Valle will bring the offense out. When we went to the injury timeout, it was Connor Bosler. That was the injured Valle Catholic Warrior. And now with the offense set to come back out, will Bosler come with them? Will be the question. No sight of him just yet, and it looks like he's going to stay on the sidelines. So with 8:03 to go, a 17-7 lead, a 10-point advantage for the Warriors. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can they hold on to this 10-point advantage with their senior signal caller going down on the previous defensive play? It looks like they're stretching out the ankle on the far side. It looks like the ankle or calf that you can see on the far side at about the 40-yard line marker. They're stretching Bosler out. He still has the helmet on. So definitely a good sign. Walked off on his own. Didn't have to lean. Didn't have any help. It looks like before we get play underway, they're going to call a timeout, and that's probably going to give them enough time to bring Bosler back into this game, but it'll be interesting to see if that's the route they take. Well, our game is brought to you by Mega Sports in Farmington and also Sweet Things Sweet Stop in St. Genevieve. It is hard-hitting, heart-pounding excitement, community versus community, and school against school. The #1 high school football event in the state. We're talking about the 2015 Misha Show Me Bowl at the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. This year's football championships feature 7 games, November 27th and 28th, the pinnacle of Missouri high school football, all in the luxury and comfort of the Dome. Get your tickets today and be a part of the action. For more information, log on to misha.org or contact one of the schools involved in today's game. We'll see you at Show Me Bowl 2015. The Valle Catholic offense set and ready to go with 8:03 on the clock. And number 11 back out behind the offensive line. So they stretch Bosler out, and he's ready to go. Lined up on the far hash, 1st and 10 from the 10. Twins left, twins right. A delayed handoff is pulled away, and Bosler's going to keep it himself. So, they called him down as he spun to the turf, or spun to the grass, and it looked like he was actually sitting on a defender. Bosler didn't think he was down. The officials blew the whistle on it. So Bosler, after going out with an injury 2 or 3 plays ago, comes back in and runs for 4 yards on the very first snap. His 11th carry of the game. 2nd and 6 from the 15. Twins to the far side. Twins to the near side. The handoff to Viox, and he's going to be wrestled down as he tries to turn the corner at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry. Brought down by number 50.
Good sideline to sideline coverage by the linebackers for the Thayer Bobcats to keep Viox in the backfield. Unable to go north-south on that one. And it looks like another player is down on the field for Valle Catholic. Man, they've dealt with some serious injury issues today. And this one comes with 7:17 to go in the fourth quarter. Another Valle Catholic player being tended to on the field. And as they do so, we'll step aside for 30 seconds on J98.
Dr. Clint Woke at St. Genevieve Vision Care offers professional, personal, quality family eye care at affordable prices. In fact, the service is absolutely unbeatable on contact lens, excellent frames.
time today, a Valle Catholic player stays down, and the trainers have to come out. This time it was Viox. Viox wrestled to the ground aggressively on the previous carry. And now he's actually going to have off of the field, and he is definitely stepping gingerly as he heads to the sidelines. So after seeing early in the game for Valle, Nick Oberle went down with a leg injury. Offensive lineman Carl Loida went down with a lower leg injury. Connor Bosler had to leave the game for a series, for a play with an injury. And now Zach Viox is going to have to step off to the side, and he is requiring quite a bit of help to get to the sidelines. You definitely don't like to see that, especially when you talk about Viox being a senior, Oberle being a senior, and Carl Loida being a senior, and all three of those guys going down with injury today. So with 7:17 to go in our fourth and final quarter of play, barring a comeback from the Thayer Bobcats, Valle Warriors will face a 3rd down and 8, backed up at their own 11. Bosler in shotgun, empty backfield. 3 to his right, 2 to his left. That's the near side. The wide side is the trip set. Bosler going to let a lot of time run off, trying to kill clock. Play clock down to 9. 7 minutes on the game clock. Bosler gets set. The snap comes to him in shotgun. He chops his feet. He gets set, throws across the middle, and it is caught. And a big hit to finish off that play. But the ball pulled in by number 3, Cole Wood, on a 3rd down. So Valle converts on 3rd and 8. They're going to keep the drive alive, and that means more clock burns up. And for Thayer, that's the last thing that you want to see. Ball up to the 22. It was an 11-yard reception for Wood. The 20th attempt for Bosler. Bosler's thrown 2 interceptions. Other than that, 16 of 20. Clock continues to tick down to 6.5. The receivers for Valle are pointing at the clock. It's still running. The play clock has yet to run. And now we're going to have a Valle Catholic timeout. And this timeout, when we take this timeout, there are 6 minutes and 19 seconds on the play clock. I imagine that's going to be different when we come back, when we have a 17-7 advantage for the Valle Catholic Warriors, who do possess the football at this point in time. We're going to take a 30-second pause while they correct some of these clock issues, and we'll be back on the boot.
Winter is approaching. Plan to make yours warm and worry-free at Farmington Presbyterian Manor, where we take care of the winter worries so you don't have to. Enjoy our year-round social events, educational programs, and maintenance-free living. At Farmington Presbyterian Manor, we understand making a decision about the future takes careful consideration. For more than 52 years, we've been helping seniors make these the best years. Learn more by calling Heidi Beyer, Senior Living Counselor, 756-6768. Together we'll find the answers.
So both teams, after the timeout, looks like they're trying to get set and ready. Coach Weber went out onto the field to talk clock issues. We went to the break with the clock saying 6:19. It ran about 20 seconds, maybe more, before it stopped. And they're going to leave it at 6:19. Bosler's going to take a shotgun snap on 1st down, try to go up the middle. There's nothing there. And he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage. But even if you only gain 1 yard, the clock is going to continue to run. Now they start the play clock. 6 minutes to go in the game. It's down to 15 on the play clock. Valle still bunched up. Receivers are essentially set. You have Samples and Wood on the far side. You have Jagers lined up in the slot on the near side with Rollhouse. The shotgun snap, and it's going to be handed off to Keeley, who comes into the game. And Keeley tries to run to the far side. Nothing there. That's just going to mean more time's going to come off the clock. And Keeley back into the game at the tailback position after Viox went down. And Viox looked like he was pretty rough going off of the field. Had to have the help of 2 separate individuals for Viox to step off the field. Just over 5 minutes to go. 3rd down and 12 from the 20. Bosler, the shotgun snap with the empty backfield. The blocker out front. He's going to throw. Can he get it to the receiver? And nearly pull down Cole Wood, showing off the vertical right there to high point everybody. Just couldn't bring that one in, and it falls incomplete. Cole Wood can elevate. And just showing right there that there's not a defensive back on the field that's going to go up and get a ball over Cole Wood tonight. This is not going to be a thing. The incompletion does, however, bring up 4th down and 12. Valle backed up to their own 20. The incompletion freezes the clock at 5:03. Bosler back there to kick this one away. Thayer, the return man, standing at about the 45. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked, and the Bobcats come up with a football. A flag comes in at the end of the play, and the Bobcats, with 4:56 to go in this game, come up with a punt block inside of the red zone. They're going to start a drive in the red zone. We'll see what the flags are after this is all said and done. But that punt, the snap was low. Bosler had to recover and try to get the kick away quickly. The way that the punt formation was set up, he was so close to the line. As soon as the pressure broke through, it was all over him. Just a little bit of time, extra time taken off of the low snap, and Thayer swarmed into the backfield. We have a face mask.
Face mask.
And an unsportsmanlike. One either way. So those should cancel out. 4:56 on the clock. It's a 17-7 ball game with Valle holding on to a 10-point edge. But now Thayer forces the blocked punt. And they're going to start a drive deep in Valle territory. Now they're going to walk it off one way. And we'll see, they should walk it. Wow, after the ball is currently spotted at about the 10. So for Thayer, you've been in this situation. And now they're going to walk off the face mask. And that'll bring it out to about the 25. So now it is the exact circumstance that Thayer had early in this contest. You take the ball away from Valle Catholic. You start on the 25-yard line. But they came up empty last time. They really, really need to do something with this possession with a 10-point advantage for Valle Catholic. 4 minutes, 56 seconds to go. Valle killed about 3 minutes of clock and never crossed the 40-yard line on their previous drive. So for Thayer, you need to do it quick because you still have to come up with a stop. It's starting to look like maybe that field goal could be the difference. 1st and 10 from the 26. A jumbo formation for the Bobcats. Under center. The snap, the handoff going around the far side. They're going to go to the sophomore Young. He's going to turn the corner, pick up the 1st down before being wrestled out of bounds on the far side at just about the 10-yard line. They bring in a sophomore at tailback about midway through the second quarter, and he has been on fire ever since. An 11-yard pickup makes it 1st and 10 from the 15. 4:44 to go. The snap, the handoff quickly going back to him. And they are trying to line up and run a play quickly to go back to Young. Just not much there for the sophomore tailback. Continues to run after the 1-yard pickup. And Henry trying to lead his team into the end zone. 2nd and 9. Henry is going to go under center. Jumbo formation behind him. They're going to drop back, and he's looking to pass. Nobody open. Has to reverse and roll to the far side of the field. Jumps and throws one out of bounds. He was firing it into the end zone. Had a lot of pressure coming from the blind side. We saw it just in time. Reverse field. And just the scramble play breaks down, but Valle able to stay with the receivers and the pressure. The pursuit from the outside, from the front line for the Valle Catholic Warriors, altered that throw from get-go. So now 3rd and 9 from the 14. Henry back under center. 3 in the backfield behind him. It's going to be an option. Henry's going to try and keep it. Muscles his way forward.
Number 10, Henry on the
At a short pickup. He's well short of the sticks. And that'll bring up 4th down inside of 4 minutes to go. And this is a crucial play in this football game with Valle Catholic holding on to a 10-point lead. The Bobcats face 4th down and 3 with the ball on the 8. And just as
Timeout, Bobcats.
the environment starts to come to life, Thayer puts the crowd on ice and calls a timeout. So with 3:39 to go in the fourth quarter, it's 17-7 in favor of the visiting Valle Catholic Warriors. But the Thayer Bobcats have to go for it. 4th and 3 with the ball on the 8. We'll step aside for 30 seconds and bring it back on the boot.
When it's time for your next building project, indoors or out, stop by County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve and Bloomsdale or Farmington Building Supply in Farmington. Bring in your plans, drawings, or just your ideas, and they'll have the materials and supplies you need, along with the information and experience you can trust. And you'll find everything you need in lumber, doors, windows, paint, painting supplies, and more. Everything you need from start to finish. That's County Do-It Center in St. Genevieve and Bloomsdale and Farmington Building Supply.
We come back after the Thayer Bobcat timeout. This is a crucial down, 4th and 3 for the Bobcats from the Valle 8. A 17-7 Warrior lead, and they're going to line up for the field goal. Henry, the holder, the kick, it's up, and it is through. So add 3 more to the Thayer Bobcat total. It's now a 1-score game after that field goal, 17-10. In favor of Valle Catholic, 3:35 to go. Thayer needs to come up with a stop and a score. They've got a kickoff to Valle, and it's going to be interesting. The previous kickoff for Thayer was an onside kick, but a trick play variety of an onside kick. What they did previously, the kicker went up to one of the guys on the front line and acted like his chin strap was not buckled. As soon as his teammate buckled that chin strap, the kicker turned around and went for the onside kick. In this situation, with 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go, Thayer has 1 timeout and 3.5 minutes to come up with a stop and a score against the Valle Catholic Warriors. I don't know if I would go for an onside kick here. See what Coach Weber's thinking in a 7-point ball game. A very low-scoring game as far as the averages go for these two teams. Valle averages nearly 70 points a game, and Thayer almost 40. But this one, a 17-10 defensive struggle. So with 3:35 to go, the ball teed up at the 40. Are we going to see an onside kick? Everybody for Thayer shifted to the near side. There it is, the onside. It's going to take a hop, and it's not going to go 10. It trickles back the other way, and the Valle Catholic Warriors are going to catch a break. It's not even going to go 10 yards, and Thayer's onside kick attempt takes a poor hop. And Valle now finds themselves in control once again, holding on to a 1-score lead. And they very well could score quickly with this kind of starting field position. The ball is currently spotted at about the 44-yard line. So the onside kick attempt bounced about 8 yards, and when it made that 8-yard hop, it came back towards the kicker. Never even went far enough for Thayer to recover. The hands team for Valle did a great job of just watching and not over-pursuing. And here comes the Warrior offense, working right to left for the next 3.5. 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 43. Bosler in shotgun. One in the backfield, offset right. He's going to tuck it and run and just burn up some clock. He's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage and wrestled down.
Number 11 on the carry.
And that will keep the clock moving right along.
Number 7 makes the tackle.
And Valle Catholic, if they can get a couple of first downs here, can kill this clock and advance on to the next round. But easier said than done. The Thayer defense has done quite well against Valle so far, only allowing 17 points. Valle's defense has done quite well themselves, only allowed 10. Here we go, line up on the near hash. Bosler in shotgun, 3-receiver set, twins in the near side. Bosler's going to keep it himself, tuck it, and run forward and get just about to the first down marker, maybe a couple yards short. But that's going to make it 3rd and very manageable behind the quarterback keeper from Bosler. His 13th carry of the afternoon. Brings us down to 2.5, so 1 minute already gone. 3rd and 3. Bosler lines up in shotgun. And a false start up front by Thayer, and that is a costly mistake up front. Wow, he moved early. The nose tackle for the Bobcats. Also the kicker, Landon Tyler, went early on 3rd and 3. That would have been a massive, massive stop had Thayer been able to come up with it. We're never going to find out, as Tyler moves early and gives Valle the free first down. So that 3rd and 3 now turns into 1st and 10. The ball in the 36. Rollhouse and Jagers to the near side. One receiver spread to the far side. A pistol. Bosler takes the snap, runs to the left, going to be caught from behind before being brought down. And all that's going to do is take another 30 seconds off the clock. We're at 2 minutes right now. The ball gets set in about 5 seconds. The clock continues to run. Play clock starts to tick with it. This play should come with about 1:35 on the clock. Down to 12 on the play clock. The Warriors set up. Twins left, single right. Pistol formation. Bosler claps twice, looks to the sideline, checks the play. Down to 4, 3, takes a high snap. He's going to keep it and go up between the tackles. He's going to get forward progress for about a 5-yard gain.
And again on the carry.
Not even after the spot. It'll go down as about 3.
Timeout, Bobcats.
And Thayer will call a timeout to keep some of the clock left at 1:26. Thayer calls the final timeout that they have, trailing by 7. 1 minute and 26 seconds left in this game. We'll step aside for the final time. Be back in 30 seconds for the conclusion of this game on The Boot.
Creative Touch Awards and Gifts on Highway 32 in St. Genevieve is the place to go for your silk screen, embroidery, trophies, and awards. If you need that personalized gift that is sure to be one of a kind, or you need to honor and acknowledge a special person, go to Creative Touch Awards and Gifts with 9 years of experience. Just west of Fleet's Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve. 573-883-3846. 573-883-3846.
1 minute and 26 seconds is all that remains in this contest. Thayer called their final timeout. Valle out of timeouts. It's 3rd down and 8 from the Bobcat 32. A 17-10 game. Can Valle put it away? Jager, receiver. A big formation up front. Bosler is brought down on 3rd down after a 2-yard pickup. That'll bring up 4th down and about 6.
And number 11 on the carry.
Bosler's 15th carry of the afternoon. And the clock will run at least down to 46 seconds. Or at the most, rather, down to 10 on the play clock. We are inside of a minute. The offense stays out for Valle. Bosler takes the snap, looking to throw into the end zone. Has Rollhouse across the middle, and it's picked off. Thayer intercepts it. There's a lot of room. He's got to make some guys miss. And a good tackle up front by the Valle offensive line. After the interception, a big tackle by Matthew Skaggs. But with 40.3 seconds, Bosler throws an interception. It's returned up to about the 36-yard line. So Thayer with 40.3 seconds, they've got to take a shot for Valle. I expect that we'll see some prevent defense. Valle, speed-wise, can probably match up man for man against Thayer on any deep route situation. 40 seconds and no timeouts. This is the game right here. Can Thayer do something to tie this football game, or can Valle add to their win streak? 1st and 10 from the Thayer 36. A flag comes out on the snap. Griffith brought down after a big loss. Tackled at the 25, an 11-yard loss, but a flag came out early in that play. Currently, the ball is officially marked back at about the 27, so it was a 9-yard loss for Griffith. And the penalty goes against Thayer. The clock stopped now with 34.3. And the ball back to the 27. 34 seconds. It's 2nd down. And Thayer has to take shots. They've got a 4-receiver set and an empty backfield. The shotgun snap, looking to throw downfield, up and over the top. Can it get there? Thrown too far to the left, looking for Kafka, and not able to reel that one in. Aiden Henry trying to lead his team down the field. Only has 27.3 seconds and facing third down. This is absolutely a fourth down situation, but you've got 20 yards to go for a first down in 27 seconds. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Henry has to chuck it. He shakes one tackler. He has to throw it downfield. Dumps it over the top and incomplete. 18.2. And for Thayer, your season comes down to this play right here. 18.2 seconds left in this game. You trail the Valle Catholic Warriors by 7. It's 4th down and 20, and you are out of timeouts. Bosler is all the way back at his own 45 in prevent defense. Everybody else playing pretty tight inside of a 10-yard cushion. 18.2, here's the game. 3 receivers on the near side. 2 receivers lined up on the far side. Aiden Henry takes the shotgun snap. Here comes the Valle pressure. Throwing to the near side, and it's picked off. The Valle Catholic Warriors have come up with an interception, and Coots picks it off, and he's going to take it all the way down to the 2-yard line with 5.9 seconds. The Valle Catholic Warriors are going to advance in the state playoffs. On 4th down and 20, Henry looking for Kafka, and it's picked off by Coots. Coots could have just laid down and did not, tried to return it, and now Coach Nagger is letting him know on the sides. We still got to finish this thing, fellas. 5.9 seconds, a 1st and 6, and all you have to do is come out and take a knee. Valle Catholic is going to add to their win streak. It's going to go to 43, barring disaster, which I don't think we'll see. That's it. Bosler comes out and takes a knee, and the Valle Catholic Warriors are going to advance in the Class 1 state football playoffs after defeating the Thayer Bobcats on the road 17-10. It was a defensive struggle, and despite a plethora of turnovers, Valle Catholic wins this one 17-10.